Um, Hi everybody, I'm going to be there in a sec. I can go on here and see who you are. So, wow, what a day. But this Kiely Rodni case, 16-year-old who disappeared from that big party out in California on August 5th, 6th, it's kind of crazy because a lot of the kids aren't talking, even though there were hundreds of kids there, because they think they're going to get in trouble for some illegal things that they may have been doing. There were drugs there and, that kind of stuff. And no one has seen her. Her phone, they had that location tracking on it, and it just showed that party and nothing else. And it's not been turned on. There's no activity on any kind of a credit card or anything. And so it's very strange. But we'll go into it. Oh shoot, why does it have the wrong thumbnail? Hold on, let me change this. I don't know why I made a special thumbnail. Thought it has that. Maybe it's just showing the wrong thumbnail on something. I don't know. Let me see. It is showing the wrong thumbnail. What is up with that? Hold on, let me just save that. I don't know why it didn't. Okay, now it's got the right thumbnail. And now my hand is itchy here, my palm. Okay, so let's see. Hi, Kevin. Happy birthday. I know it's officially not your birthday anymore, but happy birthday. Because it's still on the West Coast. Hi, Chris Ree. Hi, Margot. Hi, Deborah Vancouver and Captain Lee fan, Pamela Patrick. Let me just do it this way really fast.
Oh dear.
Hi, Alicia, Deborah Vancouver and Flower Girl Phillips, Gail B, Kevin, Chris Ree, Margot K, Nicole G, Pamela Patrick, Captain Lee fan, and then everybody that's on the panel here. Hi, Hop and Holly, how are you? I haven't seen you in a long time. How are you? Hi, Nanette. Hi, Nicole G. Hi, everybody. Okay, so let me get this going here. There's also another twist because a couple that went missing the same day as Kiely Rodni has been found dead. So does that have something to do with it? Does it not? A California woman and her ex-boyfriend have been found dead after they disappeared the same day that Kiely Rodni went missing from a campsite. So the bodies of Jeanette, JJ Pantoja, 29, and her ex-boyfriend Juan Almanza Zavella. Let me put this up here. Hold on. Here you go. Is that no? Okay. Were found dead. And they were last heard from on their way home from the Hot August Nights car show in Reno, Nevada. Now, Kiely was supposed to go with her mother to this car show in Reno, Nevada. Okay, and Pantoja texted her current boyfriend that she would be home in 30 minutes around 11 p.m. on August 6th. Shortly after that, her phone stopped sharing its location, and she just never communicated anything other than that, said her sister, Alejandra. She's not like that. Initial search of the area where the couple's cell phones were last pinged turned up no evidence. Their bodies were eventually discovered when a 911 caller alerted police to a vehicle that was down an embankment near Highway 20 and Poker Flats Road in Penn Valley. The accident, hold on one second, I just popped out here. The accident was not visible from the road. The crash site is about 70 miles from the Prosser family campground in the Tahoe National Forest, where 16-year-old Kiely Rodni was last seen at a party shortly after midnight on August 6th. Although police said there is no evidence that the cases are connected, the Pantoja's sister expressed frustration at the disparity in law enforcement attention to the two cases. So they're saying that Kiely is getting a lot of, her disappearance got a lot of, press, a lot of 10 days of extensive searches, 16,000 manpower hours by land and water, air and water. And she said that the sister Alejandra said she was struggling to just get a call back from police. I thought the police were pretty rude. I called them because I wanted to know about my sister, and they were like, we can't keep in contact with you every day. And then she said they were telling her that they were going to put an aerial search in, but they never did that. And she felt like if something happened to them, or if they did something to her, they're just giving potential suspects time to run. So, and she said, you know, the two investigations were so different, and she's saying, is it because her sister is Hispanic and that Kiely is white? So now you've got that whole thing coming up, and why was one case getting more attention? But sadly, these two were found deceased, and that's just something I want to bring up there to you. But we're going to talk about Kiely, and you know, condolences to the family here of these two, and that's really sad. And it's sad if they didn't get, you know, as much coverage. If it has anything to do with what they're saying, it has to do with that. Shouldn't be that way. But this is now. Let me go over here and pull this over. Sorry, hang on, just trying to get back to my article. Okay, so let me get a picture of Kiely up here. Since she's missing, it's always good to have a picture up. There's always somebody that doesn't know. Sometimes you think everybody knows something, and there's people that don't know. Okay, so let me get this off here. So there were so many partygoers, hundreds of partygoers with Kiely Rodni the night she vanished, but they're refusing to cooperate with police investigators because they're afraid that they could get charged over illegal activity, and that would get them kicked out of college. The Placer County Sheriff's Office Public Information Officer Angela Musalem said, "People aren't talking to us." She said, although some have come forward, many more are staying silent. Kiely's 16 years old. She disappeared 13 days ago after she attended a party near the Prosser family campground in Truckee, California on August 6th. Now, this party was reportedly attended by hundreds of kids her age. A lot of the people from the party may be in college or may just be starting to think about college, and they're afraid they'll ruin their future if they say something, said the spokesperson. Just tell us what you know. Her family has suffered enough. She pleaded with them to come forward. Police have photos of Kiely at the party, but despite estimated 200 to 300 in attendance, not a single partygoer has come forward saying they saw Kiely leave. Musalem said few of the paths leading out of the party site had cameras. The department has received hundreds of tips but had few leads after almost 2 weeks. And the police announced over the weekend that they were scaling back the search for Kiely after spending hundreds of hours scouring the region. Authorities have repeatedly told community members they'll turn a blind eye to any illicit acts in the interest of finding the young girl. They said, and I quote, "While we don't condone that illegal activity, for the purpose of this search and investigation, that is not our priority. We don't want to take partygoers to jail for drugs or underage drinking. We want to find Kiely." And she emphasized that cops will keep tips anonymous, and she believes that the tight-lipped kids might know where Kiely went after this party. She hasn't been heard from since that party. They can't find the silver Honda CR-V that she drove to the party. We ask people who know something, do you want this to weigh on your conscience? You will have to live with this for the rest of your life, knowing a family won't have closure about where their daughter is. The sheriff's office is also investigating online reports that there were older men at the party who might have been handing out drugs. And there are, hang on a minute, my computer wants to act crazy right now. Hold on. Let me shut something down here. So yeah, she was supposed to go with her mother to this car show, and then she changed her mind at the last minute and decided to go to this party. I'll give you some more details about what, if you haven't heard of the case. Let me just get my facts up here. So it's on the 5th of August, 16-year-old Kiely Rodni, and they say the 5th and 6th because it rolls over into the 6th, okay? According to reports, the party was attended by hundreds of teenagers and young people. Many had come from across the state. Let's see, and the party was near the Prosser family campground within the Tahoe National Forest in California. Let's see. Campground is known among many locals. They call it the sanctuary. It's been a common place for teenagers to party for decades. So this was a very large party, as up to and over maybe 300 kids were attending. Now, Kiely's family runs the Lost Trail Lodge in Truckee, which is a 12-mile drive from the Prosser family campground. She's described by friends as someone who loves singing, meeting new people. She was working in a local tea shop, and her coworker there, Abby Bunker, describes her as someone that walks into a room and makes the whole room brighter. Another coworker said that she was literally the most badass person. You could talk to her about anything. She knows the solution for everything. She's very musically inclined, started playing the violin, the mandolin, the ukulele, the guitar as young as 2 years old. She's a talented singer. Her mom, Lindsay, said she is so dynamic and that she is able to make direct connections with practically everyone she meets. She is a human of her conviction. She does what she says she's going to do. She has that integrity that either you have or you don't. And that's according to her mother. She was very excited about the party. The party was a graduation party. Kiely graduated a year earlier from high school. She was going to be among the youngest at the party, and she planned to attend Sierra College in the fall. So it seems like she graduated early and at 16, ready to attend college. She almost didn't go to the party. Like I said, she had made plans with her mother to go to a car show in Reno that night, and that is the car show where that other couple disappeared and then they were found deceased. Kiely then changed her mind, told her mother she's going to go to the party instead, didn't want to go to that classic car show in Reno, and her mother was disappointed but wanted Kiely to have a good time, so she extended her curfew, and Kiely allegedly drove her 2013 Honda CR-V to the party, where she arrived around 10 p.m. and pulled up in the car to the campground. She began to look for her friends, and she came across one friend named Samantha Smith. That is one of her best friends, and Samantha said, and I quote, "We have been close friends since before, so we ended up meeting up with each other, sort of screaming to each other, hi." For the rest of the party, they pretty much stuck to each other. At one point, they went back to the car after like going their separate ways. They went back to the car and to charge their cell phones, and they arranged for Kiely to drop Samantha home that night, so she was going to ride home with her. But then Samantha decided against it because Kiely had been drinking and said, it's not really safe for you to drive, and I don't really want to, you to give me a ride home. So, okay. Now, Kiely has a boyfriend. His name is Jagger Westfall. That name sounds so familiar and something else we had. And she was texting with him. He texted her earlier in the evening telling her to be safe and not to do anything stupid. Then there were texts that had to do with the boyfriend's day. He complained about some things that had happened, but they weren't related to Kiely. They were related more like to his day that didn't go well. The last message he got from Kiely was around 10:30 p.m. where she emphasized what he had gone through that day. So talking about his day. And around midnight, Kiely texted her mother, said she planned on leaving the party in about 45 minutes, and Lindsay told her daughter to be safe and that she loved her. She also asked her to wake her up when she arrived back home like she always does. And Kiely replied back, "Okay, Mom, I love you too." Now, Samantha, the friend at the party, says the last time she saw Kiely was 12:25 a.m. And that was when Samantha was getting a lift with another friend. She said they hugged before they, parted ways. 10 minutes later, Kiely called Samantha. Samantha said, love you, good night, get home safe. And that's the last that they heard from her. The next morning, Kiely had made plans to meet up with some other friends to go hiking. She never showed up. The friends contacted Kiely's mother. Where's Kiely? Is she still home? Lindsay goes to check on her daughter, finds out that she hasn't slept in her bed, no car in the driveway. She's freaking out, obviously, and calls Kiely. Her phone goes straight to voicemail. Now, the family had this location data sharing, so the mother immediately checks on that. The last location of the cell phone was at the campground where the party had taken place at 12:30 a.m. And then there was Snapchat data that showed Kiely's cell phone at the same location around 12:30 a.m. And the mother said that's when she knew something was really wrong. So there was a search party that was assembled immediately. In the first place that they went to search was the campground. When they got there, they could see that, the remnants of a party, a smoldering fire, empty cans, dazed kids, young people, but Kiely wasn't there. Her car was missing too. They still have not found her car. Now the missing persons posters were made, distributed, put up. She's 5'7", 115 pounds, blonde hair, hazel eyes. She also has a tattoo of the number 17 on her ribs, a nose piercing, ear piercings, a belly button piercing. She had been wearing a black bodysuit, green Dickies pants, and black Vans. Her car is that Honda CRV, and it has a license plate of 8 YUR 127. Let's see. Investigators were, seriously concerned from the start. Sheriff's office announced that they're treating her disappearance as an abduction because they can't even find her vehicle. The first point of action, in addition to interviewing witnesses, was to try and trace Kiely's cell phone, but it's out of service despite the fact that the cell service in the area is generally good. They discovered that her phone had been turned off sometime after 12:30 a.m., and it was unlikely that her battery had died since Kiely had a charger in a car. Remember, they went out to the car to charge the phones? Yeah. So the search party begins in the campground. It starts to spread out, keeps going further out. The police bring in helicopters, drones, air, sea, land search here. And they're coordinated with California Highway Patrol, the Truckee Police, FBI, Nevada County Sheriff's Office. So they're looking like crazy for her. They bring in K9 units. It was extensive, exhaustive, but there was no signs, nothing. Okay, they couldn't even find her car. They get Samantha. She starts saying that maybe something really, really bad happened, and she stated, and I quote, "I know that she wasn't in the right mindset or state to drive, and if she were to have driven, she wouldn't have made it far, so my concern is that someone might have offered to drive her home and then didn't take her home." By day 2 of the search, investigators said they feared that Kiely had been abducted. They didn't think that she drove somewhere. They didn't think she crashed her car. She was too intoxicated to get very far in her car, and the car had never been found. So I don't understand. They can't find this car, but they have drones and helicopters, and if she crashed somewhere, they would have found the car by now, they said. Her family started to plead for her safe return. Her mother saying, "We just want her home. We're so scared. We miss her so much. We love her so much." And she said, Kiely, we love you, and if you see this, please come home. I want nothing more than to hug you. If anyone else out there, if you know where she is, if you know anything about where she might be, if you have any ideas or thoughts, please come forward, share them. We're not looking to bust anyone else or get anyone in trouble. We just want to see our daughter home. So the family, in order to get some action, some leads, put out a $50,000 reward, and they set up a website with information about her disappearance, where and told people how to get information to investigators. The website is findkiely.com. And then let's see. So you can check that out. And then there was a GoFundMe that was set up to help Kiely's family find her. There's Facebook posts with the mother she has set up to keep people informed. Some of her posts say, we spent the day at the rec center passing out flyers to people who posted them near and far. Again, those search parties have been spread out. Lots of the community taking part. They meet at the Truckee Recreation Center. They wear white so that they can show they're all together with the search party. Then these other kids, that were at the party, the investigators are trying to talk to them, but not many of them, like I just said before, are coming forward because they think that they could get in trouble, even though the public information officer from the sheriff's department said, we're not interested in doing any of that, prosecuting for any of that. We're looking for Kiely. We're going to not worry about that, and that you can put in anonymous tips. So there was, here, this photo, let me get this up here. That was video surveillance of Kiely Rodni, where she was wearing that black bodysuit and those green dicky pants. That's from a business. Let's see. Investigators said maybe somebody will see that and ask the public if they have any video of her. Some teenagers did speak. None of them reported seeing anything suspicious, and none of them could say that they saw her leaving with anyone, and which is like the major thing, like, because nobody could see her getting in her car with somebody else or getting in another car. No one had any information regarding that. There was no reports of her taking any drugs. She was just, by the reports they have, drinking alcohol. But it was a crazy party, okay? And there were drugs at the party. So you don't know what could have happened, right? And not a lot of people coming forward. Let's see here. They searched a reservoir. Cadaver dogs were brought in. Absolutely no sign. They had day 4, they had no sign. And it's just been nothing. Now, her boyfriend said about the final conversation, he spoke with a media source and revealed that both he and Kiely's father taught her how to defend herself and how to get out of sticky situations. According to him, that's what we call them, sticky situations. He said he thought Kiely was safe and well. He said, I know she's smart. She wouldn't do something that would put her life at risk. I really need her back. I really need her to know that, I need to know that she's safe. That's all I need at this point. I really need to hug her again. So Jagger and a couple of Kiely's friends got together and they joined the search. They didn't believe that Kiely was in Truckee anymore, that she could be in Reno. So they went there to search for her in spots that they often visited together, but no sign. Let's see. So if anyone has any information, because there's absolutely no sign of her and no true big leads, and over 1,000 tips have come in. So you could call the Placer County Sheriff's Office tip line at 530-581-6320. And again, that website is findkiely.com. And they have links to sheriff's updates and all that stuff. So let's see if I go to the sheriff's updates. Over the past several days, we have received duplicate tips from citizens, and it has slowed our detectives down from pursuing credible leads. Please read the full post here. So please do not send duplicate tips in, is what they're saying. Okay, you can anonymously upload photos from the or video that were taken at the party. So if you're someone that attended the party, you can upload it. There's the email you can send or the number that you can call, but don't send in duplicate tips because it's slowing them all down. Let me see here. Okay, so today, 12 hours ago, was day 13 of the investigation for 16-year-old Kiely Rodni. Our dive team and OHV team searched by water and by ground, but were unable to locate Kiely and her vehicle. So that is that. Let's see. There is reward was increased to $75,000. Her car has not yet been located, and that's her car right there. Again, license plate is HYUR, Y like yo-yo, U like umbrella, R like Robert, 127. She was last seen at that party in Truckee, Placer County, California, August 6th at 12:30 to 1 a.m. 16 years old, again, blonde hair, hazel eyes, 5'7", 118 pounds, piercings, a tattoo, last seen wearing green Dickies, a black spaghetti strap bodysuit, black Vans, 3 gold necklaces. She was loaned a black hoodie, which this black hoodie, it says and again on this website you can upload photos or images, videos to share. You can download a flyer if you want to print it out and put it somewhere like this. You can go there and download that. And there's also, and you can get it in Spanish, and there's a link to the GoFundMe, which says, as search efforts desperately continue, we appreciate for your support during this incredibly challenging time. Please consider donating to Kiely's family through this horrible nightmare as we search for Kiely. Our needs for resources continue, and any contribution helps. We truly appreciate your thoughts, prayers, hopes, and concern, and are grateful for all donations, monetary or via uplifting messages for family and friends. Please help us to bring Kiely home. Hashtag Find Kiely. And they have raised $58,935 now. And again, there's a $75,000 reward. So let me see what the chat is saying, because I know that she's like just disappeared into thin air here. Okay, so what do you guys think about what's going on here?
Do you
There
want
has to.
feedback from us or the chat?
What?
Do you want feedback from us
Oh
or the
yeah,
chat?
sure.
It's interesting where it, because I read about it, where it says that her phone stopped pinging.
Mm-hmm.
Um, her boyfriend got a notification that her phone had stopped pinging half an hour before.
Right.
So obviously somebody had hold of her phone.
Well,
She's
no.
such a tiny, tiny, pretty little thing.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
It's just, you know what? I don't care how frightened I was of losing my college education or something. You see something, you say something.
Yeah.
But they have, assured them that it'll be anonymous, and people still aren't saying anything.
Right. Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, where's her? I can't believe they can't even find the car.
Yeah, there's that.
I read in chat that someone said Adventures with Purpose is going to be out there or something. I don't know what they were talking about when they said that. What is that?
I don't know. What is that?
That's another YouTube channel. So.
Oh, it's like a search team or something?
Oh, no, it's a YouTube channel? Okay.
Never mind. Sorry, didn't know that.
So someone loaned her a black jumper, but then she could also be wearing the white with the pink odd future jumper.
The what future what?
Well,
the pink one?
It was I think you read that someone loaned her a black jumper.
A sweatshirt, a black sweatshirt.
Yeah, and then also over that, or
yeah, they had said something about a white sweatshirt with pink writing or something. Yeah, so
yeah, odd future.
Yeah.
What are dicky pants? Green dicky pants. What are they?
They're like almost
like
leggings. No. They're like they're almost like work pants, right? Dicky pants. They're like
they're like a work pants. Yeah.
Like almost like a guy's, like almost like a carpenter's pants or something like that. Like along those lines, aren't they, Dickies?
Yeah, my husband used to wear them when he used to work for a company and a manufacturing company, and they required everybody to wear Dickies. So yeah, they're essentially a work pant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a white sweatshirt, with pink writing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I'm answering. Denise is saying pink sweatshirt. Yeah, there's a pink. Yeah, I think you mean this one, Denise. It's white with pink.
Yeah. Odd future. And just to go missing on the same day as, that other couple could have been an accident.
Yeah.
Because, they did crash.
Mm-hmm.
So it could just be one of those random.
What was the proximity and distance between the two cases? Was that made clear at all?
Not far.
It's not far. The mother was going to that. She was going to that car show. The mother, and she was supposed to go there, but then she went to the party.
Okay.
I mean, she texted her current boyfriend that she'd be home in 30 minutes.
Well, she texted her mom too.
Then he got an alert a half an hour later saying she stopped sharing her location. So she might not have even had her phone then. See, that's the thing.
Maybe she had met someone. I mean, maybe she had met someone there and didn't want her boyfriend to know, and something happened after that point. That's a possibility.
Yeah. I was so glad when my kids never wanted to go to these end of graduation parties. I was so happy. I don't even know how I would have tackled it when they asked to go. Because that's a huge party.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes, yes. Very nice. Search team. Yeah.
Well,
It's
hopefully
70
they'll find her
miles.
car.
It's 70
wow.
miles.
Oh, that's far.
Yeah, it went missing from the Prosser family compound in the Tahio National Forest, which is about 70 miles from where the former couple's body was found in the Penn Valley. But they only couldn't be seen from when they searched, when the couple's car couldn't be seen when they did the initial search, because it couldn't be seen from the road, the vehicle.
Right, but she also worked in a tea shop, and I don't know. Nobody knows. You know, that's.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been anybody from,
But what
from
if
her
somebody
work.
knew? Like, did somebody know? Like, and then her family owned that trail place. So I mean, did somebody target her? You know, was somebody watching her, followed her there? You know, I don't know. It's.
You look at this day and age now, everybody has their phone out. Everybody. Somebody has to have her on some sort of mobile device.
Yeah, but why aren't they coming forward? Yeah. It's crazy. I just can't believe
I
they
just
can't find
pray
her
that
car.
someone
They
gets.
can't find her car somewhere. I mean, did somebody
I know.
put it in a garage and it's just not been on the road again? I mean, your nature lover says, I'm sure some video will surface. Well, it's already 2 weeks. Almost,
it's a
right?
long time.
Almost. I mean, almost. Not yet. Almost, but.
It is odd that the location was turned off 30 minutes before the phone shut off.
Yeah, and what about, the businesses and the car? It's just so odd. LMNW said the kids don't want to say who was there. I think they're scared. Yeah, but they've given them an anonymous tip line and everything. It just makes it sound like a car is either the body in a body of water somewhere, or it's in a garage somewhere.
Yeah.
Or it's in a chop shop. You know what I mean? I mean, what's going on? You read that the families are very wealthy.
You know what? Someone's got to talk
Police
soon.
are nervous. Makes me think. Oh, I don't know. You watch too much Netflix, maybe, Jay. Yeah, I don't know. They said they searched the reservoir and stuff already. I don't know. Got drones and helicopters and cadaver dogs and I don't understand if she graduated high school, it's saying at 15 and was going to college. So
Yeah, she graduated early.
Yeah, maybe an Excel program or fast track program, yeah.
You think there were heavy duty drug dealers at the party, LMNW?
It's likely out in the woods, yeah.
Oh, I'm sure they do have more than we've heard, but why are they scaling back the search? That's strange. And you don't think this is any kind of like elaborate hoax or anything, do you?
Oh, I hope not.
You know, I'm just wondering, you know, like, because we have heard those happen too, where there's hoax like that woman that went missing and then she was found handcuffed to a bench, but she was with the boyfriend or something.
Or she left willingly, but by all accounts from, the family, she does not like that, right? So I don't
Right,
know.
but why would they be scaling back the search?
Odd.
I don't know. They say they've exhausted a lot of resources, but the family's got a GoFundMe to help with. But I mean, I don't know, why would you scale it back unless there's something. I don't know. Yeah, Denise, anything's possible these days, but you'd hope that somebody wouldn't do this as a hoax, but. I don't know. I mean, it's crazy with all this TikTok stuff, right? And people finding things that aren't really there. They see a thermos and, oh, this is the same thermos. What if, kids, I'm not saying that this is that, but how much longer before they do something like that? They've already planted evidence that's not real evidence for TikTok viral videos, right? What if they created a whole case around something that was fake?
Can you imagine a great big campsite party area, right? Can you imagine when everybody leaves, how much deluge, how much rubbish is left behind?
Right.
I wonder if they're still going through that.
Call to say someone close to her recently went to a party. She's 16. She had some drugs, fell and hit her head, and they all freaked out and didn't know what to do. A lady from the town called? Where did you get that? Is that real or is that on like some YouTube channel without verification? Or is that on TikTok?
He's the minty man.
About 5 hours later, they called parents to let them know they ended up in the hospital. She ended up in the hospital for a week. What?
Yeah, it's a different story, a TikTok story, I think. Yeah, apparently, it just happened. And that's how they found out. She was lucky.
I don't know. So nobody knows anything.
There was no supervision at this party at all. It was a lot of older kids, so who knows?
And she's the only person that's gone missing out of hundreds of people there.
They must know something if they're scaling back the search and they're just not releasing it.
I don't know. She's got some bad drugs and something happened and she overdosed and the friends did something. But where's her car though, Denise?
Oh, Denise was talking about the other story too. I think.
Oh, is she? I don't know.
Yeah, that's okay.
I would have never let my 16 go to a party like that. I'm sorry, but that's just me. Did they know it was going to be that big, Denise? I don't know. It's a 2013 CRV. I'm not sure that what it has in it. I don't think so, Deborah.
Denise said she would have never let her 16-year-old go out to a party like that. I'm sorry, that's just me. I agree, that's me too.
It isn't unusual for an accident to happen and people freak out, especially if hallucinogenics. Sometimes they don't realize. Yeah, but in a place that big, why would they freak out if something happened? Why wouldn't... I think more or less you might just find someone dead there. I don't think they would go to hide the body or something. Yeah. I don't know.
Unless a group of kids we're with her isolated and something happened and there's a group of kids that aren't talking, or there are some kids that don't know, but mostly they don't.
Where's her car? Where's her phone? Where's any shred of person that saw anything? I don't know. I don't know. It seems weird. Covering that. I don't know. I'm just so skeptical of all the TikTok and all the manufactured evidence. And you know it's going to be just a matter of time before something like that would happen, where somebody would create a case just to have like inside information about it. Wouldn't be out of the realm compared with everything else that's happened here.
Yeah, and in true crime, you explore all avenues, right?
Right, and on TikTok, they've already planted fake evidence places to go and go like, oh my gosh, look, it's so-and-so's thermos, you know, or, you know, it's hiding a car is not easy. Well, that's not true, Jeanette. If they had the right garage, or they have chop shops, you know. And they said there weren't many cameras now, but they should have found the car. Exactly, Denise. It's just weird. So it makes it sound like it's somewhere put away. Now, is it somewhere just, I don't know. I don't really know that area that well, but. Oh, I'm sure they are, Kevin. But they're also coming out and saying that a lot of people aren't talking. You were in a situation where you were passed out drunk when you were 16. You were very lucky to get home. Now I realize I was lucky. Yeah, I'm glad you're okay, but it's just weird. Very weird. I don't know. No sign of the car, no sign of the phone, no sign of her. The friend is okay. Now, I just don't understand, like, why the friend said she wasn't going to go home with her because she was intoxicated. But why wouldn't they just go together? Like, you think they would have still hung out together? Why didn't the boyfriend go to the party? Was he, I don't know. Gas store or something, how about camera? I'm sure they did because they got that other picture from the convenience store. So I'm sure they did collect up all that. Jolisa Fuentes in California. I don't know. Who? I think it's that there's a woman that I just saw that was found. Let me see here. Where did I just see her? Is this who you're talking about? Jolisa? She was last seen at a gas station 2 weeks ago, nearly 2 weeks ago. Let's see. Parents of the missing California woman are asking for the public's help. They fear the worst, that she may have been abducted. Now, she was 22. She was at a party on August 6th and then went to her grandmother's house to pick up a bag and some money. She was last seen early August 7th at a gas station in Selma. We think someone took her against her will, said her father, Joey Fuentes. It's not like her to take off and be gone, said her mother, Norma. She's very social. She doesn't miss work. We're going on day number 4 of her missing work. They called, let's see, she called her sister in Los Angeles about an hour and a half after she was at the gas station, but the sister didn't pick up the phone. Family members think she may have driven to a rural area of Selma that she frequently visits for peace of mind, After her best friend died last year, she drives a 2011 Hyundai Accent with California plates 8MPU766. Selma Police Department has asked anyone to call Detective Richard Figueroa at 559-891-2243. So that's the 7th is when she was last seen. So that was the day after. And then another woman, she was found, but they think she committed suicide, and there was a frantic search for her, but that was in Georgia. That they canceled looking for Savannah Sheets, 26. They found her dead in her car, and her death is being investigated as a suspected suicide. She was last seen Tuesday, reported missing by her roommate. Fulton County Medical Examiner's Office will perform an autopsy to determine the cause and manner of death. So that... and then that yoga teacher whose trial is supposedly coming up in October for murdering the cyclist that she thought was having an affair with her boyfriend, said that her attorneys want some evidence suppressed, and they want an interrogation suppressed. Let's see here, which her boyfriend admitted that he shouldn't have bought that gun. Let's see. And a second is Strickland. That Strickland is the boyfriend, explained that he made the comment about the gun because it's complicated. F you guys for manipulating me. Someone's grieving, but that's not relevant. And he allegedly told police he shouldn't have bought that gun. So now they want to get that. He described Armstrong as the least volatile woman he's dated. And they're trying to get that suppressed now. And then there's that couple, that guy that killed, well, he's charged with killing his wife in Fiji. Now it's saying that he allegedly confessed to the police before getting his attorney. So they're from Tennessee. She was a pharmacist in a Kroger, and they were on their honeymoon last month at Fiji in this very expensive resort. And she was found murdered, killed, very horribly beaten to death. And her husband, pictured there, Bradley Robert Dawson, 38 years old, charged with her murder, and her name is Christy Chen, 36 years old. They were at the Turtle Island Resort, only host 14 couples at a time. And then one guest reported hearing loud banging sounds from the couple's room. It was as if someone was drunk and unable to control themselves, the guest said. And then we heard a loud scream, followed by a loud bang, and after that there was complete silence. A resort staff member said that the resort did receive a noise complaint that night, but the staff did not check the room until the next day when the couple did not show up for meals. Housekeeper found Christy Chen beaten to death in the bathroom. Dawson was later found. He took a kayak and went to try to get away. He was found on a neighboring island. And he said he just wanted to give her some space, that they had a fight or something like that. And he said it was not normal for me to take a walk. In an interview in a jail visiting room, confirming they were drunk at the time of the argument And authorities say they located Dawson on the other island, brought him in for questioning, and that he confessed that he killed his wife, although they didn't tell him she was dead. Once he had an attorney, he claimed that she died in an accident, and his attorney said there's no evidence that she was murdered. Okay, he appeared in court on Wednesday, and the judge, Hamaz, denied the attorney's request to release his client on bail before the trial. Khan, the attorney, previously insisted the charges against Dawson would be thrown out, and says he argued in court this case may take 2 years. Why should he remain inside for that long? There's a bail hearing scheduled for September 1st. Dawson's an IT specialist. He says he's so sorry for the situation we are going through now. We were supposed to have amazing holidays and I lost my wife. Just thinking she is not here anymore is so painful. I'm thinking of her all the time. We were supposed to have an amazing life. So that's also very odd. But he apparently oh, somebody asked about this too, I think. About the human remains found in the suitcases. And let's see here. Wednesday, human remains were found in suitcases in an abandoned storage unit. They were that of 2 young children. An Auckland family brought the contents of the storage unit earlier this month. They were shocked to find the remains inside the suitcases, and that's in New Zealand. And a post-mortem report determined the children were between the ages of 5 and 10. They appear to have been dead for several years. What I can say is we are making very good progress with DNA inquiries. We are doing our very best to conclude the inquiries and figure out what happened to these young children. This is no easy investigation. Relatives of the victims are in New Zealand, but the investigators are working with Interpol internationally as well. The family who bought the contents of the storage unit at an online auction found the remains as they were going through their purchase. Wow, that must have been creepy and scary and horrible. Police say they are not involved in the incident. Neighbors said they saw several children's items in the storage unit that brought the suitcases to the home. So that's kind of crazy too, yeah. Oh. What's this with the suitcases? Alright, let's see. So I don't know if there's any, you guys have any thoughts on any of that? Or let's see what's going on. Where's the chat? Is this the live chat? Yeah. Saucy, he did. Oh, you're talking about the husband? Yeah. Yeah, of course he did it. I know. Such craziness, and then you've got that, but that other girl sounds like maybe, you know, I guess so much of it can, you know, she went off to spot. I don't know. I just can't believe they can't find the car. You know, I don't know. Nancy and Sharon, did you guys fall asleep? Plane search today. I recorded it.
I'm awake. I'm just listening.
Oh.
A car could be, like you said, in a garage. And didn't you say that they said that there were some older guys there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, the friend of hers, I thought they were stuck together like glue at the beginning of the party.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
So all of a sudden she doesn't know where her friend went or what happened to her? That doesn't seem likely to
I
me.
know, right? Why wouldn't they go and get the same bride? You know, I'm going to go home with you. No, you're intoxicated, but you know, why didn't she go wherever whoever was dropping off the other one? I don't know.
Why don't you call somebody for a ride? So all of a sudden she doesn't know where her friend went or what happened to her? That doesn't.
No, that's right. I was thinking that this girl may have drank before, but not done party fun stuff. You know, the other stuff. I was thinking maybe she this is a first, and maybe it didn't go down too well.
Yeah.
And there's not a great result.
Right.
I don't know, but they were just the yucky, negative, Gail thoughts.
I don't know. I think this girl.
But why wouldn't like? Okay, let's just say they would kids like that would probably if you're just saying like something happened and she OD'd or something and they didn't know what to do.
Yeah,
First of all, I don't think
Carolyn.
they would move someone that OD'd. Like
No.
how would they connect it? They
911.
would just be 300 people there. They would just leave it if they were going to
Yeah.
conceal it. They wouldn't
agree.
go through this elaborate of a scheme. But second of all, what about what are they going to do? Put her body in the car and put it down a ravine? They would have found it by now. It's just I don't think it was something that happened that they're trying like to hide that. They would have just
Yeah, I know. I was
You would
just
never know.
just talking my thoughts
No,
out.
I'm not saying to you. I'm just saying to myself.
Yeah.
It's not to you.
Yeah, I know.
I'm talking in chat too.
And I didn't know how to put it in YouTube appropriate words.
Are there any bodies of water around there?
Yeah,
Oh, sure.
Yeah, they've been in there.
they've searched a lot of the water. Yeah,
The thing is that she's been gone too long.
yeah.
That's the problem.
But that's why I'm thinking, and almost in a way, it sounds better because then she'd be alive. That what if this was some kind of a hoax? These are teen kids. Maybe they're trying to get 15 minutes of fame. Are there any channels that are like on TikTok that are covering this extensively that could be run by teenagers or friends of hers?
Where did this happen again?
California.
California.
Well, she would want it would
Reno,
be before
Nevada. They
school.
weren't far from Reno, but I guess they were in California, weren't they?
When did they go back to school there? I mean, she was
Sierra,
graduated, wasn't she?
She was going to go to Sierra College.
When did they
What did
start? I
CR
Maybe
wonder.
started, yeah.
Anyway.
Maybe now. Who knows? I don't know when they started.
I'm going to look it up.
Well, if you think it was not a hoax, but one of those TikTok things that she would show up.
But I mean,
for
that would be
school.
better because then she could just be hiding somewhere and still be alive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but if college started, then she'd want to show up for her first day, right?
Okay, but
She sounds very academic. Like if she's gotten this far and graduated.
maybe it got too far. Maybe they don't. Maybe now they're scared. Like some people start to do something like that and it gets too far, and then they're like,
Yeah.
they don't know what to do, or maybe she has pressure. Like, oh, just wait another day. We'll make a big reveal. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe the GoFundMe money. I don't know what could be. I don't know.
It's a community college.
Oh, she's not going to somewhere fancy. She's just going to the community.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just a commuter school.
So I did read somewhere that she's not getting a lot of. She's only now getting a lot of airtime, isn't she?
Jeanette, he doesn't know. He's just thinking that it could be a fight. We don't know it's a hoax or not a hoax. We don't know anything at this point. He said that's what he thinks. He said he doesn't know. Why would it be a fight over a guy? She had her boyfriend on there, Just Mike. She had her boyfriend on her text, and they weren't having any fight over a guy.
Do you know, I read where it said her current boyfriend.
No, that was the other That was the other couple.
No. Oh, okay.
I think it was, yeah.
No, they weren't boyfriend and girlfriend, the other couple. They were ex, and
Right.
they were did things as friends.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. She's hiding somewhere because she got overwhelmed with school and other things. It's like she wanted to
And
get
she-
boyfriend, but still it
She
doesn't
has a
seem
younger
like she's
sister?
No, I think you're thinking of the other couple. I don't know if she
Oh,
has another
okay.
sister, but that was
Oh,
the
okay.
sister was the other couple.
Okay. I don't think it's related to the couple that went in the.
Nah, me either.
No, they just, but there's some media outlets were reporting that, so I just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah. I mean, stranger things have happened. It's possible, but I doubt it will.
That's true. Do you know the area, Just
Yes,
Mike?
right. He was on the text, right, Denise. Do I know what?
Oh, Just Mike said the area is known for that. I asked him if he was known for parties, and I asked him if he was from the area. I asked him.
No.
He said something earlier about I saw the plane search, and I think he was talking about her. Was that you talking that you saw the plane search? So I'm thinking the guy lives maybe in the area, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
What?
But the plane search obviously
plane.
didn't turn up anything.
Yeah.
So.
Crazy. I don't know. Where's the car? The car's got me stumped, I think.
In the garage.
I
Yeah.
think, for the car not to be seen, I mean, unless it's like.
I'm gonna give another just random thought scenario. Okay, she can't drive, so somebody else drives her, have an accident, something happens, and then the car's hidden.
Oh, he saw on his flight radar. Mike said he has a flight radar, and he's familiar with the area.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Wow. So they didn't find anything. There's no car. There's no sign of the car. I'm stumped. I am plain stumped.
Yeah, but why are they scaling back the search though?
They must
I
know
know.
something that they're not releasing.
Well,
They're
no,
missing
no,
something, maybe.
That's what I'm saying. I wonder
Necessarily
if there's like,
something.
why are they scaling back? That's the only thing that's a little.
Oh, he said he observed the plane on an app that he recorded it, the flight path or whatever.
Oh, that's the name of the town, Jeanette. Truckee is the name of the town.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I've heard of it. It's
Wow.
nothing
I don't know. This is a confusing one for me.
I
Well,
don't know why I'm thinking.
a lot of them are confusing, but it's not cut and dried. That's the thing. Usually
Yeah.
we find out about them after the fact, not while they're active.
And that's true.
Something doesn't sound right with her friend.
Something
That
doesn't.
they went
So a lot
back
of things don't sound right. I mean, it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
reckon she's telling porkies.
I think she is too.
And I'm just.
And I tell you, if that was my daughter's friend,
Yeah,
yep.
she'd be hanging by her toenails till she gave me answers.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. See, I don't know how far the cars, like if you go into a park, there's parking areas, but then you walk to like a picnic area or what have you. So I can see where it's possible that no one saw her leave, but the odds are that somebody did.
I just can't get over the 2 weeks. Just keeps coming back to that 2 weeks, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, they haven't said anything about. Oh, have you read anything? I haven't, about her financial stuff not being touched.
Yeah, I did. They said it hasn't.
You did. Oh, I must have missed that bit. Even though all the stuff I saw.
Yeah, hasn't been.
Have they tried checking to see where the boyfriend's phone pinged?
Trying to see here.
I didn't read anything about that.
No, I'm asking, is it possible?
Yeah.
The sooner we find out something, the better, I guess, in this case. I mean, but the 2 weeks, I keep going back to that too.
Do you know people say, oh, he's got her location. Oh my gosh. But the thing is, if you're on those apps and you choose to share your location, anyone can have like the Snapchat and the TikTok.
I thought
they all
the
share your location if you don't turn it off with all your friends.
Someone said that's from the area that it's highly unlikely that her car is in Donner Lake. If anything, they should be checking ponds out by the Cold Creek.
And then Donner Pass Lake?
I don't know. I'm just reading what some people are saying. There is a Donner Lake public boat ramp. It's very unlikely that she would be headed that far off track. Multiple bodies of water around the area. Let's see.
I don't know.
Let me see something. I think this is where the boyfriend said something. Let me see. Let's see. Get away. Where's this? Get away. Why can't I read what this says? Friend of missing Kylie has spoken about the pair's final call. Samantha's 18. She was the last person to speak with 16-year-old Kylie after midnight on Saturday.
I wonder how far off she was from 17.
Yeah, that makes a difference actually.
Yeah.
What's the legal age of drinking in that area?
21.
21, okay. We have 18 here.
Yeah, 21.
Yep.
Hold on, I'm trying to register on this site to get this information. It's crazy. Okay, so it says, she said, we have been close friends since before, so we ended up meeting with each other, sort of screaming to each other hi. For the rest of the party, we stuck to each other. But as the gathering grew bigger, the teenagers went separate ways, continuing to see each other sporadically throughout the party. I knew it was a big party, but it was supposed to be just the community. The party started to grow way past the number of people that were supposed to be there. There were college kids, people coming from the Bay Area. I got a bad feeling about it, but I didn't really think much of it. That's a weird thing. I got a bad feeling about it, but I didn't think much of it.
Right.
That's kind of weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Then around 11 p.m., they went to Kylie's car together to charge their phones. Arranged for Kylie to give her a ride home, however, changed her mind when she saw that Kylie was clearly intoxicated.
Well, was your friend intoxicated?
Yeah, I wonder, right? They're not saying
Did she
that.
have driven?
Something feels wrong there with the friend, to me.
The friend, something's not right with the friend.
She contradicted herself, Carolyn, like you said, right there. Like
Do you
something
know?
bad happened, but I didn't think anything much of it.
Do you
That is
know?
weird.
My eldest daughter had a drink spiked, and ended up roaming somewhere all on her own. Like she had to get away from all the people.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So whether I don't know, there's just those parties are just
This world is not. Yeah. I hate to say that.
Mine never got hurt. She just went and hid until it wore off. But there's so many other things that have happened to people. She was just lucky. Unlucky for it to have been spiked. But and I tell you now, it was some of her friends that did it. They thought it was funny.
Oh.
So you never know who you go out with and who you can trust.
Right.
Ain't that true? Oh my
Because
goodness.
it can be like, she could be like the girl that only wants to drink. Right?
Yeah.
She only wants to drink because she's got to go to work tomorrow. She's got to do something. But then somebody might think it's funny, spike a drink. She goes off, roams somewhere, or something.
Or she's,
Else.
tripped, fell, they didn't, something. But her car.
Well, they said
I
the
know, but
boyfriend
it-
said at 10:30 was the last time he heard from her, and when he was telling her all of everything he was going through that day, and she said, "Okay, I'm sorry that you're going through that. That was the last time I heard from her," is what he said. So, I'm sure they checked his texts. He said that both he and her father had taught her how to get out of a sticky situation, and he thinks she's fine. Like, I'm just finding that he thinks she's fine. That see, he says, I need to know that she's safe. That's all I need to know. I really want to hug her. But he says, I know she's smart. She wouldn't do something that would put her life at risk.
Yeah,
He
but if
believes
somebody-
that she is alive and well. Alive and
How
well.
long ago was that?
That was 8 days ago.
Yeah.
That's still 4 days. Well, 3 days. That's still days. That's still days missing.
Yeah.
That is
This is
weird.
not going to end well. I feel it in my bones.
It says, let me see, the boyfriend now. Okay, so here's what it said. It said the boyfriend has become the victim of trolling by web sleuths that are becoming increasingly invested in the case. So I guess now they're all pointing the finger at him or something. These people that are like, trying to solve the case on the internet. I don't know. That's what it's saying here. It's saying that
It crossed my mind that he could have. Who's to say he wasn't there?
it says he last spoke to Kiely before the party, and then what it was at the party too, right? Then at 10:30 she responded to what I was saying and said, "Oh, I'm sorry that you're going through that," and that was the last time I heard from her.
What if he's a boyfriend? He would have said, I'm coming out there right now. If there's something going on. But then again, how old is the boyfriend?
Okay, so here's something that says this is TikTok again going into this. One of the comments under his video to call the Placer County Sheriff's Office and not his number led to Westfall, that's the boyfriend, responding, "Me or the sheriff, we are working in the same thing, and the sheriff would like me to filter through any info I get before it gets to them." Naturally, people were skeptical, called this sheriff, and they were told that's false, and they wrote that as false. They wrote in response to someone who asked if they were filtering tips through the boyfriend. The only tip line is the sheriff's number, 530-581-6320. Since then, the Placer County Sheriff has set up a completely anonymous portal where people can submit tips. People online claim that Westfall isn't Rodini's boyfriend, but an ex-boyfriend, but these claims are unconfirmed. regardless of his personal relationship with Kiely and the suspiciousness around his behavior, which led to him deleting some posts. He said that he did want to see her home safely, believing that they would find her. And I quote him saying, "I definitely feel that in the current situation that she's safe. I don't know where she is. We don't have anything to go off of at this point, but I fully believe that she's alive and well, and I fully believe that the two of us, three of us, or other people are going to bring her home safe." See, this is why it sounds hoaxy to me. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm getting a strong hoaxy feeling, and me at this point it's good because the other alternative, if it's not good.
Exactly. But who would do that to their mother?
Yeah, I know, but you don't even know she went against her will. What if it was the boyfriend's idea? You don't know.
Party? Oh.
What if I don't know that it's the boyfriend, but whoever, like what if she is against her will in some hoax?
Oh, well, that's
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, did he always have a TikTok account? I'm skeptical. Is he getting a lot of subscribers and views with this? If he is, I don't know. I don't know really how TikTok works, how quickly you get monetized, how quickly you earn money. Is it some quick, easy money? I don't know. I mean, it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibilities with what we've seen around here.
True enough.
That is true.
I mean, we've seen it from that guy with that one that was they thought she was gone, the mother, and that she was found on the park on the bench or the guardrail, handcuffed. And then it was ending up that it was some other guy that was involved that she might have had an affair with. Remember that? I mean, there's lots of hoax things that happen. I mean, and now you're giving kids these TikTok fame. I don't know.
What was that girl, the blonde girl? She was a YouTube. She wanted to be an actress. Whirlhall. I forgot her last name. Ashley Wernal or something. I saw a documentary
Sure,
on her.
Petty Patty. Can you email me and I'll give you the number? Petty Patty wants to come up. She's been following this case and she can clear up a few things. Not all, but a few. Sure, Petty. Just can you email me at Carolyn@truecrimechat.org and I'll give you the number, Petty.
Yeah, but it happens. I mean, it's happened before in several cases. So, but who knows? The girl orchestrated the whole thing. It was like a whole, she did it. She had some guys do it.
Hi,
and
Julie W. Yeah,
it
Petty, just
happens.
email me, please. There's the email, Nightbot, that's given it to you. I don't know, it's just weird. And like I said, at this point, the best case scenario, I mean, for find her is that it's a hoax. I mean,
Someone's in big trouble.
yeah, but at least she'd be alive, you know what I mean?
True enough, but
I think that's what the parents, I mean, otherwise it really doesn't, look good at all.
yeah.
I don't know. I just think it's weird. The car hasn't been found. The phone hasn't been found. Usually they'll find a car, like the kids try to light it on fire. It's somewhere, like people try to do that every time a car is somewhere, I don't know. They find it down a ravine or they find it under brush.
Right. Well, it could have been chopped. It could have been.
Yeah.
We're pretty fast at that.
Now, and that would be something. Are there chop shops in the area? Do these kids or anybody? Where does the boyfriend work? Does he? I wonder about maybe Petty Patty knows some stuff here.
Oh, I hope she didn't hook up with some ne'er-do-well, because that's bad.
Petty Patty, I don't have your thing.
Nancy.
Oh, is Nancy sleeping? Here, I'll just mute her. Okay, so let me see here. Okay, I sent it to you.
So a lot of those people, Carolyn, it just occurred to me that this rage, right, was only supposed to be a small select people. It got bigger.
People from the Bay Area, she said.
So they've gone home.
Oh, yeah.
What if they are storing her car? Well, they could be, Allie, but...
Right?
What?
Wasn't it a campground?
Yes.
Yeah.
Petty Patty's coming on. She might have some information.
Okay.
She said she can clear up some stuff.
Oh, good.
Yay, good. That is good.
Yeah.
Oh, here she is. I put Nancy in the waiting room. She's sleeping, I think. I think I'll put Linda in the waiting room too. I think she's sleeping. Hi, Petty Patty.
Hello.
Hi. So you're following this case?
Yes.
Okay. And what do you think?
All right. So there's really no. There's a lot more questions than there are answers in this case.
Yeah. Seems that way, yeah.
So with Jagger, so he's the ex-boyfriend, and he lives in a completely different city or town or however you want to call it. To the best of everyone's knowledge, he was not there. The last time that he talked to her was by a text message.
Right. And she said, I'm sorry for what you're going through or something.
Yeah.
And he's the ex-boyfriend?
Yes, ex-boyfriend.
Oh, that
Now,
changes.
a lot of his stuff. So after his interview, and his phone number was out there, and like his socials were out there, he actually started getting a lot of like hate.
Yeah.
So a lot of it's gone completely. A lot of it's been deleted. So it's not for views, even if it's hate views or anything. And so a couple of his accounts were there before all of this happened. So it wasn't like he created it just for this.
Okay.
Now, yeah, a lot of it's either gone or completely private for only, people that he knows. And his number's actually been deactivated completely too.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because people kept calling him.
Well, I
and
imagine,
calling
yeah,
him.
because did he really, was that true that he really did say that he was working with the police and to filter the stuff?
I doubt it.
So he was just, I think, trying to get another pair of ears, maybe. I'm not 100% sure. Now, with Sammy, it's kind of a up in the air thing. To the best of, like, everyone's knowledge, according to the timeline that Sammy's got out there, but we don't know anyone else that was out there, like, because nobody else has come forward. Sammy's been the pretty much the main vocal one. Now she has been working with the police to kind of filter through so that the teens can talk to her rather than the police if they're scared or anything like that. I do believe that's what she has been doing herself, is working with them to try to do certain things where the teens will come and talk to her so that they don't have, like, kind of to keep their anonymity.
Oh,
So
was she the police department liaison?
Ish. She was the friend at the party that, so they're trying to see if maybe that would help. I believe that's why they didn't try to shut her down. I think she was actually working with them because, if she's not, then they're gonna try to shut that kind of thing down.
Yeah.
But they didn't. They let her put her face out there. I mean, she's got a lot of her stuff set to private also now, though, because she's got all the people coming in with, like, what did you do? Now, she is kind of suspicious because even with the timeline that she's giving, like, and other, like, confirmed sources, like, she's basically the only one that's seen her past, like, 10:30.
Yeah, like after they went and charged, but maybe when they went and charged their phones.
If they did.
Like, who else? That's only from Samantha that they have that, and no one has seen her since then?
No, so we don't even have confirmation that because she said that there were other girls that went into the van to, like, charge phones or sit and talk. But none of those other ones have come out, and they haven't really confirmed that.
But wouldn't her phone would her phone have pinged in the direction, like, would it something have anything that would have shown her phone was being charged?
We don't know, and we're really confused because if she did spend. Now Sammy said that they were in there for, like, what, half an hour or so to charge phones.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know about you, but even with my car charger, my phone will charge to where it won't die.
Right.
Within that kind of time frame.
I mean, there is a fast charger; it can do it pretty fast, but I mean, did they have that or not? I don't know.
No, I have just a regular one, and it'll tell me that it's charging slow, but it'll still charge it to where, like, so they're trying to say that it died. And I'm like, but if she was sitting in there charging it for that long, how would it die?
Yeah, and where is it? How come they haven't found it?
Exactly.
It makes it sound like it's been destroyed. That it's destroyed in that location.
No. Like, they said that, like, I guess it died. Because that's where her last ping was.
Right, but I'm saying, that's where the last ping is, but they have not found the phone, so that could have been destroyed, and that would still show the last ping. They could have shut it off and destroyed the phone.
Yeah, but we still don't even know what happened. Right. Like, I mean, if it's still in the van or, anything like that, there's, like I said, a lot more questions than there are answers. And, I do understand some of the issues that people have with Sammy and her trying to be like, hey, you come to me, talk to me type of deal. But I'm guessing that's the way that she knows how to be that liaison type person, like unofficially. She's trying to get the information as that go-between because the teens, like, she's been very open about the drinking and the drugs,
I don't think she means a van. I think she means the CRV, right? You mean the CRV, not the van, right?
Yeah, the CRV. Or the SUV.
Yeah.
But, like, so we know that she's been pretty open about it. But that doesn't mean other teens are going to be just because the cops say that they're going to be all right,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I get that. I was a teen once. And
right. But they could do it on. They have anonymous stuff, and they have lots of anonymous ways. You know, you can go right to that website and just upload your video and stuff.
yes, but
Yeah,
I'm
like
thinking they want to try to get like direct information. I'm not 100% sure on that. I just know that if she was not working with them in a, like, you know, even an unofficial capacity, they would have shut her down
Right. Right.
with her telling them all to come to me. You tell me what you saw. Tell me, you know, like if you know anything. They would have shut that down way like, you know, before. And I'm not sure if they shut it down or if she's just not as public about it because of all the public hate that she's been getting. And she's still there doing things because they had like one event where she was still up on the stage talking, but she's not out there anymore trying to get the word out because I'm pretty sure she just got overwhelmed with the amount of people that came after her.
Yeah, I don't know.
Some of it might be founded, you know, I'm not going to lie. Some of it could be founded because it is pretty suspicious. Some of the things, like her story, was flip flopping. And then, so at the same time, I'm sitting here, I'm like, maybe they let her go to try to see what she was going to try to filter out and not tell them.
Casey. Yeah.
You know, because when she did that one interview with, she did an interview with a smaller channel. I can't remember the name of it. And, but she was on there and she did the interview and she was talking about what she was wearing. She never said anything about the hoodie. The hoodie that they found, like that they saw her wearing
Right.
in the.
First they said a white, but first reports said the white one with the pink writing, and now they're saying the black one. I mean, how many hoodies did she borrow? That multiple hoodies?
No, so the first one was the black one. Now they're saying it's the white one with the pink writing, because that's the one that they saw her in the video wearing.
Okay.
So the black one was the first one, and that was supposedly Jagger's. Supposedly, but there's no confirmation that she was actually wearing that one. But she's in the video wearing that white one with the pink writing. But Sammy said that what she was wearing was that black bodysuit with the pants, and she never said anything about a hoodie. But she also tried to make it like a whole thing about her going into the woods to go to the bathroom, and she had to take that off or whatever. She made like this really big emphasis on it. I can find that interview and send you the link if you want.
Okay.
Oh, that would be good if you could. Wow.
But it's been crazy, and now everyone's fixated on this guy that wasn't even at the party, but his cousins were supposedly at the party and maybe saw her, but we don't know. Like, everyone's focusing on him because he's the one that's still out there talking. While
yeah, but
Sammy's
that's
gone.
what I'm saying. Like, how much of that is just this TikTok? Because I think TikTok's brought some horrible stuff to true crime. Like, just brought these little viral videos, like little tiny videos where, oh, there's like a little clue or whatever. I don't know. I've just seen so much crap come out of it, like in the Gabby Petito case and
right.
And
well,
cases,
see, I haven't seen a whole lot of TikToks on it. Mainly, what I watch is on YouTube.
Right. Me either. But I'm saying, like, a lot of the, especially a whole genre of true crime is ending up on TikTok, but a lot of it is crap.
Yeah, a lot of it is crap, and it's.
Like, I don't know what that other case was. Remember when that girl was in the car and that was Gabby Petito, and it just looked so fit. And they were trying, oh, Brian was here, Brian was there, I gave him a ride, I gave him this, and it didn't match up with anything that, I don't know. It just, to me, it's just not reliable. But that's just me.
So the ones the Gabby Petito one, I'm not 100% sure. This one, I know that Jagger had some TikToks. And they were pretty much just like asking for information. He didn't really have anything that you could be like, oh, that sounds guilty or suspicious or anything. His were just a lot of like, hey, Like that's where he put his number out the most, and that backfired on him to the extreme because people are nuts.
Yeah.
I don't know, the way that it has evolved in the even just the past few years with people thinking that they're gonna like solve the case and by harassing people is insane to me.
Right.
It's absolutely insane. So I mean, but that's his like, unless he went there and sent the text message to himself. I really don't think that he was actually there at the party. You know, I think he just.
No, no,
I'm still
Christy,
not
they
sure
don't know about a
his.
car in the garage. They're saying that maybe a car is being hidden in the garage, but no, there's no information that a car is in the garage.
Yeah, there's nothing on the. There's no trace of the car. Like, there's not even a trace of like maybe an accident happening. They
Yeah.
do want to shift to a different body of water. I know that much, and then to like on Monday, I think
Mm-hmm.
they've got another group that specializes in the water searches going out there,
He wasn't at the party, Kevin.
and what they have done so far, they haven't found any sign of car going in the water, any sign of an accident happening. So we have absolutely no clue
Okay,
what's
Christy.
going on.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's unconfirmed sighting of the car, maybe in Arizona, but like I said, it's unconfirmed. But based on the ones that was reporting it, it might have been because of the license plate being so I don't know, noticeable, I guess you could say.
Oh, because it was out of state.
Well, not only that, but it was I can't remember the actual number,
Yeah, I just let me
but
see.
there was a family that was, and they're the ones that reported it to the law enforcement. But they were traveling, and when they travel, they play that
Oh, it's
game where you see.
Bingo.
8YUR127. 8YUR127.
Yes. But where they try to like make a song, or like any like a movie name. You know, they use the license plate numbers as like their fuel to try to like see who gets more points type of deal.
Yeah.
And that's how they thought, like they saw it and they thought it was because she was trying to think of a song that went with her license plate type deal. Now that's unconfirmed, but that's also like after that report came in, that's also when they started stepping back. So I'm not sure if maybe they have an idea and they're just not saying it to keep. I really don't know, because a lot of they
Those people
seem
are
to
out of
be
town.
more. They seem to be more novice. You know, this station or this department seems to be a little bit more novice in this area of having to like investigate this kind of thing. And I think that's why they pulled more people in like pretty directly for help. But they're the ones that are doing the press releases, and you know, sometimes you can just tell when they're up there talking how they're just kind of unsure with their words, and they don't know what they like, how they should word certain things. Which would make sense because it's a smaller town, you know, and I think a smaller county.
Well, there's a news station, Fox 40, that has, I guess, the boyfriend on as well. Let me see if I can get
So
it.
that's the interview that you were just reading about. And I know he's only done the one interview, and it's like an actual like video.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put this in the chat in case anyone wants to check it out.
And you said there were a lot of out of towners too. It was supposed to be a community party, right? But people started coming in, and that's where the
Yes.
friend said, "I had a really bad feeling about this, but I just stayed anyway, or whatever. I did nothing, or whatever."
I didn't
I'm
say
gonna look at
anything.
that. Yeah, I'm
Uh,
gonna look at that
Now
link.
there's another interview with the one that Kiely supposedly like that she drove to the party, and she didn't even stay for 10 minutes because older guys were trying to like force her to do certain things.
Oh.
And she wasn't comfortable, so so she had her boyfriend come and pick her up like 10 minutes after she got there. And that's where I was talking about the timeline. It starts getting really weird because they supposedly got there at about 10 o'clock. That friend leaves at like 10:10. And then Kiely and Sammy are supposed to be together all night, but then they're not together all night, but then they are together all night. You know, based on all the interviews that Sammy's giving, you really, what are you talking about? Help.
Right.
But yeah, I like, you know, there's one other person that said that they saw her, I guess about 10:25, 10:30 or so. And then after that, there's nobody else coming forward saying that they've actually seen her. So the last person to physically see her, based on what we know, is Sammy. And even then, you can't really understand what she's talking about, if she's been there, if she was with her all night, or if they split up and then kept meeting up or anything like that. Like, her story just keeps changing. So that's part of, you know, the issue.
Which is so strange. Do you think there's any way it's a hoax with the kids doing something stupid?
See, at first I was like, maybe, but then at the same time, if it was one, you would think that more people involved would be coming out to talk, you know, for their 5 minutes of fame or whatever. Because that's why you would do something like this, so that you could be on the news and you could get your face out there.
But why are they scaling back the search?
See, that's what we don't know. We don't know why they're doing that. And like I said, I'm not sure if it has anything to do with the possible sighting, you know, that's unconfirmed.
Right.
Because when they started scaling back was pretty much the day after that came in.
Okay.
And so we have no clue. Like this whole week, they haven't had a single press conference, when before they were doing one at least every day, even if it was just something small.
Right.
You know.
And are they still having like the community and search parties and stuff?
I believe so. And then, like I said, there's another group coming in on Monday, because they're finishing up a case over in Michigan right now.
Right.
So they're gonna wrap that up and then head over to California, and they're gonna just primarily focus on the bodies of water, because that's what they do. And I don't know if Texas Eagle Search is gonna get involved or not. I think that would be a really good thing. But I haven't seen any updates from them to see if they're going to be going or not.
Okay.
And yeah, so right now, pretty much all we can get from anything, even even in the community, is maybe a crummy cell phone video.
Right,
Uh,
but it said like a few days ago there was also an unconfirmed sighting in North Tahoe. It said.
Okay, yeah.
North Tahoe.
So I guess I don't know what they were.
So I know that there was one that there was one that somebody heard over the scanner, and they said that it might be related to the case, and they described the vehicle being the CRV, and they were driving erratically, and they actually that one that's not her, and I can't remember where that was. There's so much information that I'm just like information overload. Plus, I'm still trying to figure everything out with my household. So I've been in information overload with everything. So a lot of it's just like, meh.
Yeah.
Who needs details? But yeah. So that's pretty much the main thing that I wanted to come up and talk about because like Jagger got a lot of hate, especially like his comments. I really don't. Nobody's been able to figure out what he was talking, like what he meant by what he said.
Okay, and so
Because
she didn't have a boyfriend because they reported him as her boyfriend. Did she not have another boyfriend or?
Not to the best of our knowledge, no.
Patty, I think Denise, Beckkinson asked who was Meg, and she did an interview too about all the paraphernalia at the party.
So that was the one that Kiely drove there. That was the one that came in with Kiely and left with her boyfriend like 10 minutes later. And that's Mags.
Okay.
But even Mags only did the one interview,
Mm-hmm.
So I can't see it being, like a big old hoax when all these kids are just like, we're not going to say anything,
Yeah, unless they're planning some big, finding. I don't know because it's been 2 weeks. Okay, I would say if it's a hoax, they're going to wind it up. You know what I mean? If it is, I don't think they're going to have it go out. But that Panini, she was gone missing about 2 weeks or so before she was turned up. Handcuffed to a guardrail. I'm just saying.
Yeah. And we're really not sure, like, the area that they were in, they're really close to, an expressway, and some people are thinking that maybe someone like saw her. So we don't even know if she was actually drinking or not, though.
Mm-hmm.
Because she went as the designated driver, and she was, more academic than party. So basically, all we have to go on with her being drunk or anything is Sammy.
Okay.
So, like I said, it all rolls back into Sammy, and we have absolutely no clue if Sammy's even telling the truth or not.
When you say we, who do you mean?
Just everyone following the case.
Oh, all right then. Okay.
So like I've been following it with Annie Elise, and she did a really good like timeline video the other day.
So it says that she's. Hold on, who is this? I'm trying to read why they're scaling down the effort. Let's see. It says.
They have a big reward too, so I'm surprised that they would have actually
It's
scaled
said to
it
be
back.
scaled down, according to the
Yeah.
police. They shared this development, which came 10 days after Kiely vanished from the campground party near the Prosser family campground. And then it says, we pulled a ton of resources towards that goal. I think the date we put on over 9,000 man hours into searching, which is astronomical. So they're sounding like it's a money issue, but officials say Monday that police would switch into investigative mode after scouring the area north of Lake Tahoe from the air, on the ground, and underwater for the missing teen. Police said they are still looking to talk to witnesses and review video from the party, although no one has withheld information. Some have been advised by adults not to talk to the police. If you have not come forward, if you were there and you saw something, please come forward and let us know. So they're going to go more into investigative mode is what they're saying, and not so much as the searching with all that. So, yeah.
And yeah, that was another thing that caught us off guard with the with one of the press conferences, is they were like, there are adults advising the kids not to come forward and talk, and we're like, well, which adults? Are they parents? Are they the older adults, that were at that party, supposedly bringing the blood? Like, I mean, no, there's no answers for that either. They just said adults were advising them not to talk, and I'm like, which adults, dude?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Tahoe's right there on Highland.
So it's been like this whole jumbled mess of what is happening, and very little answers to answer that.
Yeah, and I wonder if she if he wasn't her boyfriend, it's very possible she could be going and changed her plans at the last minute from the car show to this. Maybe somebody texted her that wanted to meet her, like a guy. I don't know.
Yeah, we have no clue.
Yeah.
And without her cell phone, they can't look and see.
Mm-hmm. Well, they can subpoena. They can get it from wherever her cell phone carrier is. They can get that information.
Oh yeah. You don't have to cooperate. Doesn't mean they can't get it.
Yeah.
They can subpoena him, and they would know if she talked. Even if she was talked to any numbers or what. And if she was going to meet someone, and they probably can also tell when the phone was charged if that is indeed true.
Yes, that would be cool. And then I know that they have been watching to see if it pings someplace else. Like if she turns it back on.
Right. Yeah.
But that hasn't happened either.
Yeah, and she hasn't spent any money on any cards or anything. They said. Okay. Well, there we know.
Well, if it's a hoax, they've managed to remain remarkably quiet. But
yeah.
That said, if it is a hoax, I think that there should be
restitution for all the resources if it is. Yeah. And that would
Well,
stop
and
these other
we've seen,
TikTokers.
And we've seen that happen in the past, that they will have to go, they will have to pay that restitution.
Mm-hmm.
I just, you really don't know with this one, because it's just a nightmare trying to figure out what's what. And a lot of there are some true crime creators that are out there just focusing on the one guy that's out talking about, his name is Ronnie, about his cousins being there.
Oh, sure. Wherever they can get a story, it doesn't matter if it's like, we have new breaking news. They'll do it, whether they, it's real or fake. They love it. They love it, and that's what really destroys a lot of cases, because of all this crap. Like Summer Wells case, look how long that's been in. It's just nothing but crap. They're reporting it. It's nothing, and they go on and on and on about it, and they just destroyed that. Anything of that case, and people are like, oh, they have something that they don't have anything. They don't.
Yeah.
And it's just nuts. I can't get it.
Yeah, and so I don't know, there seems to be a few different camps within the whole community. Some think that the friends did something and they're hiding it. Some think that she was taken by traffickers, which
Right.
with where the location was could be a possibility, but only one out of the 300 is kind of questionable.
Yeah.
Because there's a
yeah.
lot of underage drinking, and they could have gotten so many more and gotten them out within that time frame.
But yeah, you just gotta find the facts. There's gotta be facts in there, and there's facts, that phone will have some facts, even if they can't find the phone. The records will have some stuff just to see if this Samantha's even telling the truth.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and see, so here's another one is a really why Samantha's pretty suspicious to a lot of people is one, her story keeps changing, and then there was one thing that she said that when she wanted a different ride home, so she wanted to stay later at first, and she had Kiely text her mom to see if she could have an extension on her curfew, and then she said that, well, then we went back to the party and I went to go find somebody else to give me a ride because Kiely was pretty trash. And I'm like, wait, but you wanted to stay later, so why are you automatically already looking for another ride?
Mm-hmm.
And then she said that she found one, she found Kiely, gave her a hug, told her that she loved her, blah, 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 and that she got another ride.
Yeah.
And then she said that, like 10 minutes later, Kiely was calling her to see if she found another ride. And I'm like, in what world does that make any sense?
Yeah, and I mean, that can all be verified too, so she'd be stupid to lie about all that.
Well, I mean, I have no clue. She said that she's the last one to contact Kiely when Kiely was the one that called her. And I have no clue.
I mean, she could have been drunk too and just doesn't have a good memory of things, you know what I'm saying? That's possible too, depending on what her state was that night, Had she been drinking? Had she been doing drugs? Like, how is her recall?
Right.
Yeah.
So, and she could be covering, for her own stuff. I don't know. I mean, there's just so many variables.
There is, and we don't even know what could be a variable and what can't be. So that's all there because of things that Sammy has said, or
yeah, or things that other YouTubers just throw out there that are not facts, and then people just keep going around with them and running with them, like so many do.
Mr. Ryan Upchurch decided he was going to dip his foot in here and start a whole bunch of drama too. So
I see he gave a reward about his car or something.
Yeah, and he's got a huge following, so for him to be like spewing all this nonsense is pretty dangerous to the case.
Well, but there's a lot. Unfortunately, that's what true crime on YouTube, so many of them have turned into. If there's not any real facts, they'll make them up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it just hinders the investigation. Then you've got all these people coming around and they're, oh, did you hear this one? This one, this one, this is, no, it's not. Where did you hear that? Oh, from someone on YouTube?
Right. YouTube?
Yeah.
The almighty.
Or TikTok, that's what I mean. And TikTok is like really bad for that stuff. And some of the stuff is so planted. It's like, oh my gosh, I found their look at this. And like they just have the, I found their thermos. It's so
oh my gosh. Right.
I found the gun. Like, I mean, it's like, I'm telling you, I've seen the most idiotic stuff out there. And people running with it. And the stuff about Brian Boone, about the lady that gave him the ride, it didn't make any sense. Like what she was saying. And there were so many people that were like, wow. And I'm like, this is not real. It's not true.
This, right? Or the ones that decided they were going to go and try to investigate themselves. And
Or the other one that streamed the news and then said that there were, she got the download from somebody that went out there and she was dragged here and there were bullet holes there and that was all fake.
Yeah, yeah. It's It is crazy. Or the one, or the one that, oh my gosh, went to go and try to investigate this thing and then picked up a knife in the bushes with her bare hands.
Yeah, I know. Right? That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I was just like, are you kidding me? Like, that could have had something on there, and you're just like, oh, here. And then
Because
she
I think
was
they're
gloating
planting
about
that
they
stuff,
had
yeah.
to take my fingerprints to make sure that they were mine or not. And I was like, you are so stupid.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, just stay in your lane, all right? That's all you got to do is stay in your lane. And that's what, like TVI was saying too with the Summer Wells case. Without actually saying it, they were like, just please stop all this. And I'm like, yeah,
That case is nuts. I mean, that's just nuts.
It makes me so sad. And I wish they had more answers on that one, but they just don't.
No, and all that's been covered is just crap. They're going there and screaming at the parents, or screaming
getting
like
them
lunatics,
fired.
getting them fired. Yeah.
Yeah. Luckily, okay, Candace has learned her lesson, and she's been dark. She's not gone on any shows.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a plus.
Yeah, but who knows? We were just talking about that the other night. If they're ever going to find her, it's going to be like another John Bonet thing that'll never be solved.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's heartbreaking, that the kids have to take the brunt of it all because
right. Or if it'll
the
be
adults
solved.
don't know how to act.
Later. I don't know. I think you just think somebody would see something.
Mm-hmm.
No, putting it back in the tube. No, Ellie.
Petty Patty, I really enjoyed your in-depth view. Thank you.
Yeah, not a problem. I was just like, you're gonna have a fun time with this one if you're just dipping your toes in now. It has been an absolute nightmare.
Covered it a little bit in the headlines, but now it's just like no sign and more craziness coming out of it.
Yeah, no. I couldn't find a lot of information once Carolyn had. I tried to look into it.
Yeah, I think there hasn't been the main coverage for it has been on YouTube. There hasn't.
Yeah, and then you always wonder why when those cases when that happens, because there's been a few cases like that, and the main coverage has been on YouTube and not a lot out there. What was the other case we were just the other time? Gosh, it was like a few weeks ago, and there was like nothing. Oh, it was that. We still don't know that woman that disappeared from that RV and then was found in that retention pond. And there was like nothing on it. I mean, it was just like not even like covered at all. And her mother was, her stepmother was a YouTuber, not a true crime, like a homesteader one. And she was putting out some stuff. And then there was a Facebook page. But other than that, there was so little about that case. Just so little about it. And it's just like, you're like, what? Yeah. How come?
Great.
There's nothing. I mean, it's just nuts. This case reminds you of the Armando Leach case? That's all they say. I don't know. Yeah, just so nuts. And then that other girl is missing. Well, that's a day later, though. Fuentes from the gas station in California. And she's, what is she, 18? Lots of cases have no real coverage on them either. Right, Denise. Yeah, it's crazy. Some of the ones that get picked up. There's that trial now of that guy. I started watching that a little bit, but then I had so much going on today. I didn't get to get that much into it. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, we had one. So there's one up in Montana where the girl went missing at a rest stop.
Mm-hmm.
She was traveling with her friends, and I don't think I've seen anything that wasn't local or like a Facebook group. To this day, I don't think I've seen anything about it. And I was just like, well, that's not cool. Like she just disappeared, and then they found her. I want to say like a week later, face down.
Mm-hmm.
In the middle of a field.
Yeah, and that's just crazy. I don't know how you have it. And Country Mouse in the house. Well, yeah, she said that she was drunk, but it's not a question. You say it's not a question of whether she was or not. She was. That's what she said. You don't have any cold hard facts on that. So no, you can't. You can say that's what she said as a witness, but we don't know. We don't know.
Yeah. There's no proof. Absolutely none out there. Nobody knows if she was actually drunk or not.
Right.
Well, there's always polygraph.
Yes, the Moore trial. Is that what you're talking about, Denise? Yeah, we've talked about it a little bit last night, and I was trying to watch more of it today, but I didn't have the time to do that, Denise. So I've got to catch up because I only saw one person on the stand today.
All right. Well, I'm on my phone, so I'm gonna hop down and see if I can find that link.
Thanks for coming up.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah,
I'll see you in the
good
chat.
Luck. Yeah, good luck with the house search.
Oh yeah.
Though we found you one, but yeah, taxes.
Right. Yeah. So sad. I was so sad. But they did tell us how to do that cab or like that counter thing.
Yeah.
So at the very least, I'll have some really cool counters in my new house.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Not much info on
All right,
Yasser
so
Saeed trial.
yeah, I'll see you guys in the chat.
Okay, thanks.
All right.
Yeah, I know, Denise. Yeah, it was not the Yasser Saeed because that was also because there was so much time that had passed. But the documentary did give a lot of information on that. It's a very hard case. Why? Because of the decomposition or what, Denise? What do you think makes it hard? Country Mouse. Nobody's saying anything's focusing on that. That's part of what a witness reported, but it's not a fact. He was an excellent lawyer. She was in the trial of the doctor who was giving people too much medication. I see. Okay, I don't know. So Linda came back in from the waiting room. I thought Linda was sleeping. That's why I put Linda in the waiting room.
Oh.
But Linda came back in. So I guess she got up. But I think Nancy's sleeping she's sleeping in the waiting room. Doctor House.
I thought Nancy was here.
Nancy was here, but I put her in the waiting room because I think she fell asleep.
Oh, okay.
Jose Baez is the lawyer in the Anthony case. Oh, really? Huh. Interesting, Denise. I'll try to catch up tomorrow. I just had so much going on. So we went out, then I went for a bike ride. I should have listened, but I listened to music when I was riding instead. Did you start rowing, Sharon?
I've looked at it.
You looked at it? Okay.
Yes. For anything.
I'm going to see if there's any boy. What is...
I've just done drills. I have not done every movement all at the same time.
Let's see. The senior farewell party. She texted her mom at 11:30 p.m. Let's see, friends and family. It says of Kiely gathered at the Truckee Recreational Center to support one another and pray for her safe return. It's kind of like a punch in the gut. Feeling only a mother can know when her child goes missing. She last saw her daughter Friday morning before leaving for the hot August nights in Reno. Kiely decided instead to attend the senior farewell party at the Prosser Family Campground just off of Highway 89. We got home around 11. She sent me a text around 11:30 telling me that she was going to be leaving at about 12:15 and coming home. I asked her to wake me up when she got in. That was always kind of what we did. And she said, "Okay, Mom, I love you." And that was the last Lindsay Rodni heard. Neiman heard. Let's see. Sammy Smith, a close friend, said it grew to be way larger than expected. Within the only 10 minutes I was there, I literally had a group of 5 guys trying to get me to take as many bong rips as I could forcefully without my boyfriend present, said Magdalena Large. Oh, that's that Magdalene person. She was only there. There were a lot of guys.
Bong rip.
I guess they must be, I don't know, ask Nicole. What is that, Nicole? Nicole? Okay. There were a lot of guys that did approach us.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, it is. It's the thing. It's
What?
a special cigarette apparatus.
Yes, but okay. But so
That
it's,
the apparatus is used where you have, oh boy, how do I do this? It looks like a vase, and you kind of has a hole in one end, and they put their mouth on the top of the vase like structure,
right.
and they fill it with water in there, and then there's some bubbles, and the pressure comes up, right?
Okay. So
And the smoke comes up.
all right. So they're wanting her to do that 5 times or something so someone would get very high from that?
Yes.
Okay. As I could forcefully without my boyfriend present, she said there were a lot of guys that did approach us. So now, see, this one's making it sound there's a lot of guys that come right up. Now, that was a pretty girl, so you would imagine they did, right? I get a gut feeling that during that party that something didn't feel right with the number of people that were there and how old some of these people were, she said. From the number of people who did show up, it was scary. It was really scary. Kiely's 2013 silver Honda CRV is also missing, but nobody has said they saw her leave. They can't say for sure what's happened. She wants her daughter to know what's in her heart along with her plea. Kiely, I love you so, so, so much. And I'm so sorry, and we're doing everything that we can. And if you have her, please give me my baby back.
How did her friend get home?
I think she got home with somebody else, but
Maybe.
and they had said that they weren't going to go home with the same person, which is strange.
Yeah.
And did she tell her mother? How come she didn't tell her mother, I'm going to leave my car here? Because the friend said by 11 o'clock she knew that she was intoxicated. She didn't want to drive with her. So why wouldn't she have told her mother, I'm going to get a ride home with somebody else?
Good question.
Because the mother didn't know anything about her leaving the car there or anything.
Oh.
Oh, did you leave the cake plate? Did you guys enjoy that? Oh, good.
Yeah.
They left the cake plate back on the back porch for me to pick up tomorrow. I'll kayak by and grab it tomorrow morning.
What about my cake? I made a cake too.
Did you get Sharon's cake that she made you? What about the little girl that was shot in the car and her mom and aunt driving? Opening statements. Then it went dark. Really, Denise? I didn't see that. No, I didn't see that. Sam left Kiely at the party and went with someone else, but I emailed. Oh, okay, thanks, Petty Patty. Some stayed the night in their cars at the party. You heard, okay. Interesting. Interesting. For the Moore trial, that's the same lawyer. Oh, for Dr. William, it's Jose Baez? Is that what you said, Denise? Jose Baez is the defense lawyer? Well, then he must be paying a pretty penny for him, right? Uh-oh. Hi, Bink. Oh, Sassy. No, the one that worked with him. Oh, okay, the one that worked with him. I got you. Oh, the co-defendant. Okay, gotcha. You have an ad? How does an ad play? Where does the ad play? That's weird. Yes, Kevin's birthday was yesterday. Hi, Earthbound Spirit. YouTube has to keep the lights on, Kevin.
Yeah.
She is not a cheap lawyer, so not sure how he was able to get that. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Where does it pop? I don't understand where it pops. It pops in the chat or it pops on the thing? Because I'm looking at the screen, I don't see one. I guess they figure the lives are long. They'll put some ads in there. Well, they're trying to make a living. Yeah, I think that's what they're doing now, Kevin. I think they're running the ads in lives now because people are live streaming for a long time, and that's a lot of time that they're not getting ad revenue. Like I said, I've watched tons of trials lately, and on Discord, and I joined. Oh, okay. Carolyn, that video of you by the lake with the sky. You saw Jesus in the clouds? You'll have to show me where.
Ooh.
She saw Jesus in the clouds of the video I did tonight. Take a screenshot of it, Bink, and circle it. She said hi to you. It's Bink said hi, Sharon.
Okay.
Oh, should I probably?
Hi, it's Bink. How are you?
Look, I haven't just charged my watch. And it looks like it needs to be charged. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna charge my watch for a second. It was when you were talking about Ethan. What was I talking about, Ethan? I'm trying to remember what I was talking about. Was it about him taking my bike and going over to the fire department? I mean, fire department. Oh my gosh. The fire engines. I better charge my phone too. Where did I put my phone? Where did I put my phone? I want to show you my shell tree. Hold on.
Okay.
I've just got to find my phone because if I don't charge it now, then it won't be. Oh, here it is. It won't be charged for later tonight. That's so weird, Pink. When I just put my phone on, it went right to the a picture I took on the lake, that lake tonight. It's crazy that was there. I'm not done at all with it. I haven't done any more since last night, but I'll let you see it. And you'll see it from this direction, so it'll look a little different. Come on. Oh my gosh, get off there, buddy.
What's on there?
I'm trying, it won't let me get my video on.
Oh. Oh, that
Oh,
looks good.
wow.
Look at
But
that.
that's just from last night. I still have a lot to do. I'm gonna put a lot more of the curlier ones on.
Is it very heavy?
Wow.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know exactly. I mean, it's not very, it's
Oh, I
not
love
very-
it.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
I've got a lot more to do.
Yeah, I'd like it up. That'd
Yeah.
be great.
That is amazing.
Yeah, I like it. It's all broken shells, but it's all, and I picked them up specifically for that. But I've got a lot more of the twisty, curly ones that I'm going to start putting in the little spaces. I like groups like
Oh,
this
it was
because my
tone,
family.
wasn't
It's
it?
almost
Right,
like it
and
wants to spin and play a tune.
Yeah, well, I guess you could. You probably could put a music box in the base or something, or revolving to go through them. Thanks, Kevin.
Oh, you could have a starfish as the Christmas star.
Yeah. Yeah. Good.
That'd be kind of cool. Although that could be doesn't have to be a Christmas tree. That could be just a
Yeah, I
shell
guess.
tree.
leave
Oh,
it
Carolyn just calls it, I thought
A
it was
shell
a
tree.
Christmas tree.
a shell
Yeah.
tree.
Okay, shell tree, sorry.
That's all right. I'm gonna leave it out.
It's a unique kind of tree. Yeah.
Yeah, you could still put a star on it. And I went and I got my twigs to make those frames on those owl things, canvases I made.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I got that, and then I just have to get the other thing that I'm gonna have. But I need a chainsaw for that. So, you want croissants, Jeanette? You're listening to. You just had an end. I don't know, Betsy. Yeah, I think YouTube wants some money for the long live streams. They're like, come on, we want our, ad revenue.
I want to make a shell tree.
So it looks, yeah, it does look nice. I'm gonna make another one too. When we go back again.
I'll have to make a mini one, a little one, just to say I've done it.
Yeah. When we go
Just a
back,
mini one.
right? When we go back, Sharon, we're gonna
Yeah.
have to. You're gonna have to make sure you get broken shells. Don't let Kevin make you put them back.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you know when you go back, you could actually make the shell tree in the evening?
Well, then
Right.
that would mean trying to bring it home.
Yeah. Then Sharon would have to bring
Yeah.
that on the plane, and I don't
Oh,
know.
plain. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but you'd still, even if you drove down with me,
Either way.
you'd still have to get it on the plane,
Unless Mike met me.
right, and drove you the rest of the way,
Well, yeah, met me like at your place or something, and then
right, and then you drove back with him.
yeah.
Yeah. Could be, maybe. Yeah, Lasso Lacey said she'd rather have ads. Oh my gosh, ads that it kick you out all the time. Oh my gosh. And no decision yet on Scott Peterson's trial, right? Not yet.
I was wondering about that today.
Yeah, tomorrow will be Friday. That'll be, in a week and nothing.
Hmm.
Wonder what'll come from that. Shoulders are wide. Just blame Kevin.
Yeah.
Why are you blaming Kevin?
When in doubt, blame Kevin.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Kevin.
Sorry, Kevin. Scooter made her a little prerequisite 2-minute appearance.
Oh,
Just to show she doesn't hate us.
I missed that.
Yeah. Danielle, I didn't see her. Did we see her appearance to show that she doesn't hate us?
No.
I didn't see her tonight. You think she
Probably
hates
been
us?
sitting at the pool all day long.
Oh. Kevin, does Danielle say he hates us? Or is she just not here today? She was on late last night on the Zoom. I don't think she hates us.
Okay.
She hates
Oh, she's
us,
here.
doesn't
She's here. See? She's made her prerequisite.
Oh, well, no, I was
Yeah.
fine. I'm Scooter. I'm
She doesn't hate us. Yeah, she's here still. Oh, there's Scooter too. See, Kevin gave them
Well, you know what? I spoke
that
too
clause
soon.
in the contract to just make sure that come in.
Gotta read the common print.
Yeah. Still here, yeah. Deborah Van Couverdin was here too, so. Snow remover's working. Hi, Rubbity Bub. But,
Hi, Rubbity Bob.
what are my thoughts on Peterson? I don't know, Denise. I think he might get another trial. I don't know.
I hope he does not.
I think he might. I don't know. I don't know.
I hope he does not as well.
There's no
heard
possible
otherwise.
other person that could have killed. Nobody.
Yes, I see that. Danielle is here. She's not hating on us.
That's good to know.
Did you see my shell tree, Danielle? Scooter, did you see my shell tree? I don't think Scooter did. You know what this almost looks like? You know that cookie tray? That cookie tree they make with those? Aren't they like Russian kristiki? Do you know what I'm talking about,
Like
Sharon?
angel wings.
Huh?
Looks like angel wings to me.
But I have so much to do. Like you can see that they got an empty space there that's got to be filled in. I've got a lot to do. But it's a good start.
It's still good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good start. Scared me. I was listening all of a sudden. Oh gosh, sorry, Betsy. I don't know. You have to take that up with YouTube. They want to keep their lights on. Scooter, did you see it? It's only nice. Is that still the best thing you can say, Scooter? Okay.
He likes to pull your chain.
Only it's nice. Okay.
Wait till when employee bonuses run around. Come
I
around.
know. I know. Jelly of the Month Club.
Too bad. Yeah.
You'll be a few napkins short in your napkin assortment, Scooter.
There we go.
Oh my goodness. Mum's the word. You knew I would say that, so you're saying you did that just to tick me off, Scooter? I wouldn't expect anything less of you.
Nice, not be nice.
Oh my goodness. A few short of a stack, yeah. A couple of your favorites won't be there. Let's see if I just randomly take a proverb out of the box. Maybe that's what we should do every night. We got this one tonight. Wise and hard accept commandments. What we got
There you are.
out of the inspiration box. Let's not talk bonuses. My jellies were canceled. But you are getting a nice napkin assortment. And let me know which ones that, if there's any particular ones that you have your eye on. I might be able to make that happen. I've been known to make that happen for some lucky people. Right, Sharon? Right, Sharon?
Did you call my name?
Yes, I said to Kevin, let me know if there's any specific napkins you'd like, because I've been known to make that happen for people, right, Sharon?
This is true. That's true.
Did you ever do anything with those blue and whites? What were you gonna do with those?
I'm gonna put them on top of a table.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have not done it yet. I have at least one sewing machine to move off it. Just one.
Use the iron method, and you must have a lot of irons.
I might have a couple.
Yeah, it's so easy with the iron method.
Yeah. I have a little iron. Not that.
Yeah, but it's so
I
easy.
might have a old one.
Yeah, it's so easy. It's a game changer.
I forgot that iron on one time for about 3 weeks.
Wow, really? It didn't shut off?
No.
Wow.
It's on the whole time.
That's crazy.
Oh my God. Maybe it was only a couple, but still. I mean, I'm shocked I didn't burn the house down. Okay, I'm going to mute again because I'm saying goodnight to Mikey.
Okay. Yes, Jeanette, we went over that earlier, yeah. Oh, you're telling Robbity Bob. Oh, yeah, Robbity Bob, yeah. The remains were found between 5 and 10 years old. Any napkins are fine because I'm going to have to start sharing my napkins with Gary. Oh, really? Gary's really getting into it? Well, okay. You still have yet tried the... Oh, you haven't tried it yet? You really should, Denise. Really try that. Alpha Omega says many inconsistent statements from witnesses. I've never seen anything like this. Yeah, Alpha, it is a strange, not a lot of facts, but there are cases like this, like that one a couple of weeks ago where that woman disappeared from their RV and she was found in a retention pond, face up, and there was like hardly anything about it, and even her mother had a YouTube channel, and there was very little information about it. You might get addicted and want, yeah, but that does happen. It does, because no matter what, like I'm thinking like, you know what you see like this top of this box, I'm like, I could decoupage something on that. That doesn't need to be plain, you know? And you're and then I'm like, oh, and the top I could decoupage something here too, you know? You're constantly looking. Oh, and you know what else? Like those canvas, you know, those little cubicle things that you can put stuff in? You can decoupage on those now too with the iron, because they're like a canvasy kind of thing. There's so many things that you can decoupage on. But, yeah. Trying to think of anything else. Yeah, it's hard to sort through.
Okay, I'm back.
What?
I know you missed me. I'm back.
Oh, you're back. Oh, okay. You've seen
What's
cards.
working tomorrow?
Yeah, I ironed onto cardstock. I know I've heard. I have not tried the ironing onto cardstock, but I imagine it's the same as doing it onto the like the hard canvas that I did.
Well, once you've ironed it onto cardstock, what do? Make a card?
They make a
guess.
card, yeah, with
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Well, you can even put it in a frame too, like that way too. If you didn't have a canvas and you wanted to put it in a frame, like if it was a nice bird or something. Good night, Earthbound.
Okay. So there is that one scene that Kevin was going to put it on canvas.
The beach house.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would look nice in a frame too, and that would look nice in a seashell frame. Oh, yeah, I did buy something else, another DIY I want to do. That would be very nice. It's very pretty on paper.
Frame and stick it on there. Hot glue it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would look nice in a seashell frame.
Yeah. Yeah, it would.
Yeah. I'm really happy with my tree. It's fun. Like you could add to this tree all the time. Like maybe you get that shell. You could add. You could keep adding. You could keep adding the dimension. Like you could keep adding. That's what I mean.
I put little beads in there, not stuck there, like a string of beads,
Right.
like gold beads,
Right.
and then the little white lights.
Right. You could put it even in
Yeah,
like a
nice
tray,
one.
maybe with driftwood around.
No driftwood.
No driftwood?
No.
YouTube just cut out for you? Oh no.
What? Oh. So we're going to the Dream Cruise tomorrow.
The what?
The Dream Cruise.
What is that?
It's held on Woodward Avenue every year. It's an annual event. It's been annual for I don't know how many years. But keeping in mind that I live in the greater Detroit area, it's all the classic cars. They bring them all out and they drive them up and down Woodward Avenue, which I don't know, goes through like 4 cities or something, 5 maybe. And Friday night's the kickoff, and then it's all day Saturday, and then party Sunday. But they're absolutely beautiful, restored, fabulous cars. Yeah. So we're going to Dugan's Irish Pub, and that's where my son's playing, and that's also where all the media is located. So he'll get on TV tomorrow.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, and they play all the oldies the whole time. So they'll be doing oldies too.
Okay, that sounds cool.
Yeah, we had to pay $70 just to be able to valet our car and get a drink, a free drink, I think it is. Maybe some snacks, I forget what it was. But
Be careful because those things like no, I'm nervous going anywhere. It's scary. When we went to the fair, I was like, I told the kids, I said, if you hear anybody shooting, don't look back. Get the freak out of there.
oh yeah,
That's what I told them. I said, don't look back for us. We'll get out. Run. That's what I told them. I said, just run. And then
We
Luke's
went
like,
to
but what
the
if no? Because I could see like Jimmy, I could see like Luke looking down. You know what? I said, just run. Get yourself out of there. Get out of there.
yeah.
But it's scary that you got to tell your kids that now. But there's so many things happening that it's scary.
Well, we went to the fair last Friday. And and this is just in a little town in Milford. It was in Milford Memories, and Michael was playing there also. And oh my gosh, I saw a cop walking down the street. He had a AK-47, and he wasn't just, he was carrying it with his hand, his finger on the trigger. That made me nervous. The fact that he had his finger through that bit where you pull the trigger.
Yeah.
I might have felt a little bit better if he'd just been walking along holding it by like the front of the stock, whatever you call it. But no, he had literally had his finger through the hole. So,
Yeah.
no, that made me nervous. Very much.
No.
You just never know. Good morning, Carolyn.
Morning,
I know
Linda.
you
I put
don't,
you in the
but-
waiting room because I thought you were sleeping.
I was, and I heard
Oh, and then you got up.
your voice, and I said, "Wow, what time is it?"
Oh, okay.
Well, Michael was playing in the tent.
Oh, yeah.
Morning, Darren.
Hi, Linda. But there were so many people there that we made our plan of escape. I told Mike, start looking around because we need to find a way out of here. Because they had all kinds of different blockades, you know, that you couldn't come in and out of the back of the tent and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where my son was playing, they were up on the stage and they had those really high bicycle rack like things all the way around the stage, so nobody could get right up to them, which was good. And I told him, I said, if anything happens,
Run.
drop everything you got and go out the back.
Forget the
'cause
guitar and get the heck out of there.
leave it all behind.
Yeah.
Yep. So, yeah, we made our plan, and I told Mike, I said, if I'm not keeping up, keep on going.
That's what I told the kid. I said, don't look back. Go get yourself out of there. Don't worry about it. Just get yourself out.
I'd rather Michael had one parent survive than
Yeah.
me did. Yeah. Yeah.
Scary though, but I mean, like everything I go to now, you think like, wow, because there's so much stuff happening. It's happening all over, just like in crazy things. Look at that fundraiser for that house fire. Now, nobody probably would have thought somebody's going to come and do something over there.
No.
Fundraiser for a house fire, right? It's like,
Where was that?
Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm. On the back of my mind, I always have an out.
That's
When it
why,
goes
yeah, but it's
somewhere, I
scary.
look
We got to tell
around.
the kids now, like, get the freak out. Just go.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah. Always have a way out. We were drilled, active shooter drills all the time for, and where to go and what to do. So.
Scary.
Scary world, scary world.
Don't save the passengers. Literally, they told us, don't save the passengers. Get yourself out. We had ways of getting out, but other people didn't. We'd leave the doors open, but we wouldn't have been saying, come with me, follow me. No. Because then you get somebody who doesn't want to go or wants the questions answered.
Catching
So get
killers? I don't think I did, Sassy Darcy. You told your mother you hear a pop hit the ground. Don't look around for the pop. Yeah.
When I don't even hit the ground.
I wouldn't hit the ground. I would run, Kevin.
You want to be moving. No,
you want to get
don't-
the freak out of there.
No.
Well, because like around the fairgrounds, there's woods all around. So you just run towards the woods. Run, because Jimmy's like, go back to the cars. No, forget the freaking car. Get out. Get in the woods.
In the woods.
Go
yeah.
freaking run in the woods. Freaking be running like a target towards the car.
Did you see the video I put up of Michael, the band playing last Friday?
Yes.
You couldn't, the people were moving practically as one on the dance floor. There was that little room. So we were continuously changing our method of where we were going. And I would have made it behind the stage too.
Mm-hmm.
We could have done it from where we were at. So get out and keep going. Do not look back. If you've dropped anything, keep on going.
Yeah. Yep,
It's terrible.
I know.
That you don't even want to go to, I mean, even Costco makes you wonder.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes, like, I'll hear something in a store and I'll never have been, like, freaked out by it. I'm like, what the freak?
Right.
You know, because you don't know if someone's going to go insane and then just start killing people.
Right.
No, that we do not know anymore.
People
It's
are,
so
are
violent
just
out here.
lost their minds, you know?
Yeah, they
So
have.
violent.
It's scary. Scary, scary, scary.
So I know I woke up because I heard the pretty Patty talking about Sammy.
Pretty Patty.
Okay.
That's
Patty.
when I
Patty.
woke up because I thought it was our Sammy. Because
Oh.
Gave
Yeah,
our
I did too,
Sammy
but-
my daughter's number. It's
Oh.
only 10 minutes away from Emma.
Oh, okay.
But I figured out it wasn't.
Wasn't our
Oh.
Sammy.
No.
No.
Yeah. I'm like, how did this quiet little girl get involved in something? What happened?
Oh, no.
But yeah, what can you do? You know, you can just, you can't just stay home all the time. You're going to be faced with going somewhere.
No, yeah, you just got to have a plan of action.
Yeah.
If it was in a store, Kevin, I would still run like the wind, like towards the garden section, or get the freak out of there. Don't just hit the ground. I would run.
Nope. Nope. You
Run,
move.
run, run.
And you don't run straight.
I would run towards the back entrance, get in the back there, get out the back.
You'd be surprised how many ways there are.
Get out the
place.
back, Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make a new plan, Stan. You don't
Don't
need
be
to
a decoy, Roy.
Just listen to me.
Don't be a decoy.
Get off the bus,
Gus.
Don't need to discuss much. Just drop off the key, Lee. Get yourself free.
Free. Yeah.
That could be a new public service announcement for
Yeah. Get
Public
Yeah.
safety.
yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Be a decoy, Roy.
My daughter was showing me some I thought it was a joke. It was about a nuclear attack, and it was put out by like the Transportation Commission in New York City, and I'm like, are they kidding me? Because it looks so fake. I said, oh, come on, this is a She said, Mom, this is not a parody.
Really? When was that?
They said stuff like, if there is a nuclear attack and you hear
Couple
that,
weeks ago,
make
they
sure
put it
you
out.
brush your clothing off before you go in. Stay inside your apartment or house. Take a shower. Like, and I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
It looked like something that was so fake. It looked like something from Saturday Night Live or something. It was just crazy.
Even Saturday Night Live probably wouldn't parody that.
No, but it was just Sharon. I'll have to find the link and send this to you. It was just like you would not believe this. Like, you'd be like, "This is not real."
It was a leaflet they passed out.
Well, no, this was actually a video that they made, Linda.
And
I was like,
I thought
"Are you
a leaflet went out.
Gotta
2
be
weeks
kidding
ago.
me!"
Wow.
Yeah. It was like, brush off the ash. Like, brush off the ash.
I'd leave my clothes outside the door and run in, slam it.
And they're like, yeah, they said something like, put your clothing in a bag and stuff. It's like, what?
Yeah.
I don't think we'll have time.
Yeah, I know.
No, this is true.
You would run to the car, Betsy, but what if they were out in the front? I would say get your butt out the back of the store.
Absolutely. You just run and keep running.
Just run. Run like the wind.
Yep.
Yeah. Grab an axe or a hatchet or something. I don't know how, like, I that's one thing.
Mm-hmm.
The stores that have those hatchets and knives and stuff all out, I'm surprised, even hammers like that no one has attacked anyone with something that's inside those stores.
Like a Home Depot or something?
Like a Home Depot or even Walmart has like
Oh, yeah.
all kinds of
Wow.
weapons outside. I mean, that anybody could grab. I've always, even when I was a little kid, I used to think that was so crazy that no one has ever grabbed something like that and gone like crazy in the store. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even
Looks
like
like many
smashing,
ideas.
even like smashing cash registers or stuff like that with like a sledgehammer. You know what I'm saying? Just, I don't
Yeah.
know.
I'll tell you one thing a lot of people don't know, and that is that inside of the cockpit of every airplane, every jet, every plane, there's a hatchet. Everyone. And that's for them to break the windows if they have to get out. The pilots.
So Joni is saying, does anybody think that Kiely may have had another person she met at the party drive her in her car home, and on the way she had a medical emergency and passed, and they freaked out and parked the car with her inside?
I doubt
It's possible, but
not likely.
Well, this is foul play, for sure.
She's 16.
Yeah.
I mean, the odds are pretty good that she didn't. And even then, even if she did,
well, maybe by medical like who knows? Maybe she's talking about something else causing something to happen. I don't know.
yeah, I suppose.
And you say you freaked out, drove their car in the garage, and just left her in there? But nobody saw her leave with anybody, and nobody even has said, like, oh, maybe she would have gone with such and such and so and so.
You said Donner was the road spelled D-O-N-N-E-R.
Well, that was the Lake Donner.
Okay.
It was a Highway 89 or something. They said, isn't it right?
Yeah. See, that's the thing. It sounds kind of a little bit isolated. It's a campground. They're usually not right in the middle of a suburb or something. So it wouldn't be.
Wouldn't they have found it if they parked it in a lot? Don't you think, Joni? I don't know. I think it's a long time not to find the car, right?
Yeah.
Because even people that go to a Walmart and they're found dead or something in their car, I mean, they find it within a few days.
Yeah, that's true.
It's been a long
One or the other.
time. So was it confirmed that she was even at the party? I mean,
Right.
other than what she says to her mother and her friend doing it, I don't know. Yeah, it's all really weird.
There was an awful lot of people there. To go to a party that you know one person or whatever.
Yeah, and you know what's funny that she said that they went their separate. First of all, if this is your friend, why would you go your separate ways unless
Makes no sense.
unless you were hooking up with a guy or something? But she kept saying they kept finding their way back together, and that's kind of weird with all those people that they would keep seeing each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then get back to the car to charge their phones. But then she was going to take her home, but then no. Something is fishy. I don't know. Something, there's something so, I don't know.
Something's not right.
But if I go to a party with you, or let's say Tina, I'm not gonna, walk away from Tina. I might say I'm going to the bathroom, but Tina would probably say I'm going to the bathroom.
Right.
That's true. Because we
wouldn't divide up.
Right.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Only if, let's say, she met a guy and said, I'm going to go, in the woods with this guy for a little while or something like that, I don't know.
Very possible.
You just meet a guy and you go whatever.
No, I wouldn't. I'm
No,
saying.
I'm not saying you, but is that what it's?
Well, I imagine, wouldn't you, Linda? Maybe that could happen if somebody met a guy and they want to go make out in the woods.
Could happen. The boy could drag you. You could both decide to go kiss in the woods.
Yeah.
Correct. Yep.
You say, I'll meet up with you in a little bit. We're going to go for a little walk, or we're going to go somewhere. Yeah.
Campground. That's what surprises me. Or was it a park?
Campground.
But being so young,
There
were older kids. There were older people there. I don't know if she would have done that either.
Yeah.
And she's saying that from the Bay Area. Denise says the young people do that. They hook up, right? They hook up. Hi, Rosie Posey Crafts. Haven't seen you in a long time. Rosie Posey Crafts. How are you? Good to see you. Even with strangers, it's crazy, yeah. I think I'm gonna go
So
back.
apparently all these kids left the party at one time. I mean, at a certain hour, they just got up and everybody left.
No, some people were saying that there were still kids there. Somebody said when they went back in the morning, there were kids that were like, I guess, hung over and stuff.
Okay.
Around, a lot of trash was around.
A lot of trash.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So approximately how many people were there?
300. You have been not so
Wow.
well? Oh no, Rosie, are you feeling better now? Sorry to hear that. Hope you're better now.
Hope you're better. That's a lot of people.
Well, thanks for that, Rosie. Hope you're feeling better. Miss you. It's just so weird. And I guess it's just like when someone vanishes and you say, how do they vanish without a trace?
Trace.
Especially so many people there, you know? And is it just that there's so many people in a crowd, you don't really notice anybody, and then the people that are there are drinking, or maybe they're doing drugs, and their recall is not going to be that great anyway? I don't know.
I mean, did they have a bonfire?
Yeah.
Did they have music?
They had a bonfire.
And they had music?
Probably.
I don't know why the girl would leave with somebody else that she didn't know.
And why would she leave her car? And why wouldn't she tell her mother, like, I'm going to leave the car?
So the mother, she was going to leave the car?
No, she didn't.
Oh.
But why wouldn't she if she was going to come home with someone else? Because she told the mother, I'll be home in an X amount of minutes. Wouldn't she say, so-and-so's giving me a ride? Yeah.
Getting stranger every second with this girl. I hope she's just not a runaway and hiding somewhere. Putting a lot of worry out here.
Or it's not like a friend, like those bad friend things where they like took her away, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like a bunch of friends got her, put her in the car and drove the car somewhere and they have her somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or she's just hiding somewhere. I don't know. It's girls that age, you don't know what they're really thinking sometimes.
Crazy. Yeah. You could be jealous if she had money, Denise. Yeah, and she worked the family had that trail, whatever it was, thing that they ran. She worked in a tea shop. Oh, 2 people are here. Who's here? Hello, Scooter. How's the old age home?
I just wanted to say, I'm only calling in to say that I like the tree a lot. But what do you stick it on? I mean, what's that thing in the center? How do they stay there?
Well, if you were watching last night, you would have seen it from start to finish. But
I saw, but I didn't see it from start to finish.
Okay. It's a styrofoam cone. What is that?
Like a warning.
It's a phone. Why are you having a warning?
United States government in incoming non-terrestrial object heading jointly
What are you talking about? There's a phone.
Not coming from me.
No, I think she's watching something. If it was an actual emergency, you would have get instructions. Blah 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 blah
She
blah.
would be in her chair.
You are afraid it will end badly, which is Amy's Justice League. I know. Scooter pie.
Yeah, I think it's gonna end badly too.
You think it's going to end badly too, Sharon?
I do.
Oh gosh.
I don't know.
Scooter's up to no good.
What did you do? What did you do today,
Some of
Scooter?
this.
What'd I do?
Yeah, today.
Not much. We fed the
Hey,
fish.
Chris, ready?
You know, we were just throwing them. I threw them pieces of bread, and Dave threw them worms, and it was just fun because the water's real low, and it's real clear, so we can see.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, if we stay up on the deck where it's high, we can look down and see little fish or big fish. So we were feeding them. I took a scooter ride. What else? That's really it. We've been, you know, just having fun being by ourselves for a while.
When are
You know?
When are you going back home? Never.
Probably Saturday, maybe. Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to.
And Lexi and Isaiah are just home alone?
No.
Oh.
I don't want to say, you know.
Oh, right. Right.
Yeah. So, but I really like that tree for real.
Yeah.
I do.
I know I'm not done with it though.
But what do you put in the center? How are you holding it there?
A cone.
Yeah,
not,
but how are you holding
not
it to the
grasping
cone?
that. Like a floral cone, right?
Look.
No, wait, I mean,
There's a wooden base.
I don't see you. Hold on.
There's a wooden base.
Okay.
And then there's a cone.
All
And there's
right.
a cone in the middle. You see the cone? You can see a little bit of it in here. So I haven't finished.
Okay, I can't. Yep.
Okay? And I painted it. So it wasn't white.
Yeah, but how do you get them stuck in the cone?
Hot glue.
Oh, you just glue them.
Yeah, Kevin, obviously she wasn't watching me at all last night, right?
Oh, I
She
did
put
see
them
you.
into the styrofoam with hot glue on them.
Okay, that makes sense. All right. Okay.
Obviously she wasn't watching me, Sharon.
Clearly.
Clearly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do you have broken shells, Scooter?
No, not really.
You didn't collect any broken shells?
No.
See, I
But I
collected.
have,
Shells, it doesn't matter.
You could
I
use
still
real,
have a lot of shells.
yeah, you could use real shells or broken shells, but I don't know why I have so many broken shells. I just thought, oh, I like broken shells. I knew I saw that shell tree, and then I said I'm gonna make one.
Yeah, that's really cute. I really
It
love
is. It's really cute, Carol.
Hi, Carolyn.
Hi.
it.
You know, I was thinking
Also,
about.
I'll just say I've been doing, sitting here while you're on tonight and doing a couple of shells. And what do you think of this?
You gonna show it?
Huh?
Are you gonna
We
show
can't
it?
see, Scooter.
We can't see it.
Yeah, I gotta get bigger. I have, what do you call these things?
We can't see a thing. We wish we could help you out.
Oh, wait, let's see. Put my camera on. Let's go this way with it. Yeah, how do I turn it around now?
You just press the middle of the button with your finger,
And the camera will come up there at the bottom.
Alicia said Kevin is back from the post office, Martha.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
hit the little thing.
I'll just hold it up.
Come on, Scooter.
Right here.
We can't see it.
I made a
I'm not holding it up yet.
Oh, that's nice.
Wait, you glued 2 shells together?
Yeah. And see what?
You made a stand.
Well, we can't see it.
I'm gonna hold it up now.
Okay, stop getting so angry.
Oh,
Look,
beautiful.
that's cute.
What would make you decide to do that?
The
Isn't
airplane.
it pretty?
Yeah?
Yes.
You made a little stand, you just like, okay.
She made her shell
And
stand.
I
but they
can't
made
believe
it-
she
they
brought all
planted in
this.
there.
Oh, you're such a liar. Look at her. Look at that. There's a price tag on it. And I really thought
at
that.
the flea market.
Maybe she just put the price tag on it and she
No.
made it.
We can do this though.
But let
Oh,
me see
yes.
that. Is that that is actually one of those shells like we got, right?
Yes. I bought this in I think Orange Beach a couple years ago.
Oh.
Alabama. From the ocean there. I
Wow.
bought it in a souvenir store.
I like that.
And was that an
It
airplane?
was easy to make.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yes. So
Right?
right. Is it just glued on there?
Yeah, it's just glued on. Wait, can you see the glue right there? Hot
Yeah.
glue gun?
Yeah, right
very
there, yeah.
little though. I mean, it's cool.
I was saying, how did she remember to bring all this stuff? Her hot glue gun, the airplane. I said, something's not adding up.
And this little airplane's been alive, since what? We went there the last time, January 2020, right before pandemic.
Yeah, just needs air.
So I gather you missed it?
Bought it at Souvenir City in Orange Beach for $5.99 at the time.
Good deal.
Yeah, it is really cute. It'll be simple to make. And remember, Sharon, I have a shell that looks just like this one pretty much.
Yeah,
Remember that you liked so much?
yeah.
I remember Sharon telling those cute stories with the shells when you had them up there when you were washed them and dried them. It was
Right,
so cute,
it
Sharon.
was. Yeah, yeah.
I was so amused by those stories, especially the one about the ant.
Oh, yes. Yes.
You're hilarious. You're very imaginative.
Thank you.
Yeah, but I told Dave, I'm going to show him. I'm going to act like I made it. But boy, it is a good idea.
You could have made that very, very
A little
easily.
well-kept plan.
I thought you did.
Yeah.
I really did.
Yeah, I believed it. I don't know. I still believe it. And if you just put an orange tag on it.
I was like, where would she have seen that? Like, she's just,
Flea markets.
yeah.
In Florida.
Yeah, so here's another idea for you. Let's see, I made this little one tonight. I thought it was cute.
Oh,
What's in there? What is in there?
those little kitties, right?
Oh,
This
look.
one's a
Turtle?
bird.
Oh,
A
is it a
bird.
bird? I thought it was a kitty.
Yeah, part of the
Cat too.
Hey, is your
you
neighbor still around, Joanne?
Cute.
She just got back today. So peaceful time and being alone is gonna end very quickly.
Why? Because she stops over a lot?
Oh, about 10 times a day.
Oh, really?
It was
Why?
strange how Carolyn you asked, and
I
she
know,
just got
right?
back.
I know, because I told her to go back. And
She's
then,
been gone
and
for
what about
weeks.
the
Carolyn, she's been gone for weeks. You know why?
Why?
Some woman moved in with her, was trying to move in with her, and the woman was a drug addict.
Ugh.
Oh,
Oh,
dear.
God.
And then what?
Yeah,
And then
What
what?
did
her parent, Joanne's daughter, they had to go to court and have a personal protection order
Really?
put out on this woman. Yeah, because she didn't want to leave. She came over here and told Dave, I'm going to stay with Joanne. Do you have a weed whacker I could use? I'm going to trim her weeds and all this around the house. I'm gonna move in with her.
It's creepy.
Isn't it?
Does she know her, or was it just a random person?
No, she had met her because she had a boyfriend, Joanne did, for the last few years, and he moved to Ohio, and that was his granddaughter.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And she decided she was just going to move in with Joanne. Boy, that would have been.
And start taking care of the yard.
Wow, and what
Just
about
to start outside.
what about the people that you normally steal the tomatoes?
That's right, Linda. I agree.
Wait, what about the people that you normally steal the tomatoes from?
Oh, the farm. Oh yeah, they still have. They had their place there. Yeah, she doesn't have her tomatoes that I've seen this year.
Oh, you didn't see any yet?
Well, it looks like some big plants there, but I'm not seeing tomatoes.
Oh my God.
Ours, it got too cold. Ours died. All our plants.
Our tomatoes really?
It got too cold at night for them.
Oh, stop it.
I swear to you, it was
Cut
in the
it out.
I swear in Massachusetts, it got cold. It was in the
Wait,
low
I'm gonna
60s,
walk over
50s the last few nights. Every night.
Tomatoes will grow in the 60s.
At night.
Next time, go out and put a sheet over them, and that might help.
Yeah, I think it's just, we just have to start earlier next year.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't start earlier.
Then you get your frost too early.
Yeah, I don't think it was that. I think because we had some tomatoes that didn't do well, but it wasn't cold. Like some are doing okay, but none of them are doing really spectacular.
If anything, it was too hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The beginning of summer. Now it's just raining every day here.
Yeah. Well, it's not. Yeah. I don't know.
Carolyn, I'm gonna.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know. I made my prerequisites set up in here that Yeah.
I'm going to walk over there and get some. Dave said there are some.
Now?
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, under cover of darkness, that's the time.
Really?
There you go. Right.
Are they home?
No.
Uh-oh.
I wish my neighbors grew stuff. I'd be over there.
Oops, drop.
That was rude, wasn't that? That was no goodbye or anything.
No,
She's
I
getting
think
ruder
she
and
accidentally do that.
She is
Yeah, I think
getting
it was an
so
accident.
rude.
She
That's
Peter
rude.
hates us.
has a hankering for a tomato.
That is rude.
She wanted to run over there real quick while
I
she
know,
could.
but you could at least say bye, I love ya. See ya.
She'll come back, maybe. If not, she'll maybe message you, I'm sure.
That is
She
rude.
loves you very much.
That is rude.
All of us, everybody.
Very
Well,
rude.
she's gonna need the flashlight probably on the phone.
Yeah, I'd be over there getting tomatoes.
Quite rude.
No, Carol, I just wanted to, I know this doesn't explain why that happened to the car, but when they were talking about the description of her, it was mentioned that she was wearing 3 gold necklaces. And that made me think of that Jennifer Levin case. Do you remember that from back in the 80s? Like the
preppy killer?
Preppy killer, yeah. And it just, a scenario like that, popped into my head that something like that might have happened. If somebody saw that she had this, 3 gold necklaces and,
Right,
Jennifer
but-
Levin was killed over a pair of diamond earrings,
But her car, though.
Yeah,
But
that's
it's
it doesn't explain what happened to the
I
car.
see that.
It doesn't explain what happened to the car, but yeah, I don't know. It just popped into my head when they were talking about that she had the 3 gold necklaces on.
I wonder if her
There's
friend,
all those people there, all good people, and
I wonder if the friend drove the car and something happened and maybe the friend drove the car. There was something and maybe, I don't know, somebody was with them and then she just took her car home and just dumped the car somewhere.
Well, I was thinking that maybe somebody the guy that killed Jennifer Levin, he had coaxed her out there into Central Park, and maybe a young man had coaxed her to go make out in the car or something.
Yeah, I mean,
You know?
maybe, yeah.
I mean, it's just a scenario that popped into my mind
Yeah.
because there were so many people there, and people, she didn't know anybody, and she could have met her with talk,
Well, wouldn't you think that if there were so many people there, if she was killed there, they would just leave her there because, I mean, anything could have happened to her, right? Like they would just leave her there, right? Do you think?
Maybe,
Or would they go through all
maybe.
the trouble to?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's so weird. I'm stumped on this one. No clue.
It's weird that nobody says that they saw her leave. But is it weird? I mean, because I don't know, everybody would be sort of into their own thing. Maybe they weren't really looking, at what cars were leaving or to see her go to the car.
Maybe. Oh man,
People is a
Scooter's
lot of
outside.
people.
I'm outside, but look how dark.
Yeah.
Just
You're
be
not gonna
careful.
I'll just get
watch
some
when you're
tomorrow.
climbing over the fence.
Yeah, there was. Remember that thing? There was like something in the woods one time, a few weeks back, at Scooter's house. There was something. Remember that?
Why would you remind her of that right now?
I'm so. Well, she's leaving. She's going in. She's going. No,
Can you
she's
see
not.
the plants though? They're right here.
No,
It's so dark though.
right
My
there.
son used to get scared taking the trash out after dark because
Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
There would be deer at the edge of the woods, like waiting to come, to eat our garden, and he would see these big glowing eyes out there.
Oh,
and
goodness.
it's a coyote, it's a wolf. I'm like, it's a deer. Just stop it,
Okay, here I turned it around. That's the lights in their driveway.
Oh no, your screen just switched to Liza's, and I thought that you had just turned daytime. I got so freaked out. I'm like, I need to go to bed. Oh my goodness.
Can you guys see?
Hey everyone.
Hi.
Hi,
Liza.
Hi.
Hi, Liza.
How are you all?
Good. How are you?
Good, thanks.
I gotta be
there's a noisy
honest.
car.
I started to fall asleep. I was so cozy, just so cozy. And then Scooter came in, and I kind of woke up, and I'm like, "Hi, Scooter." Oh my goodness. I've been getting up. I got up early to do my packages.
Oh, you did?
Did you?
Yeah, I
you're
got
good.
all of them ready. Most of them ready, even though I got a couple of them ready I'm just shipping out for fun, because I don't know how to use pirate ship, and I don't want to, I didn't get any money yet, so I need to practice.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Linda we got a hat today when we were shopping, and I put that in a thing, and I'm going to send that out, and it printed. And I was so excited. I got a new printer, and I love it.
Nice.
So you're practicing with partnership?
It was $50, and it was a HP wireless one, and it had the copier on it, and it was like brand new, and it was so easy to set up with my phone.
Gross.
Yeah,
That's
that's
awesome.
nice.
Well, to me, you're going about everything the right way because now you know what to tell the people the shipping is.
Yeah, the only thing I'm getting confused about is LMNW. Like, I need her information and I don't have it, and she's not in Slack.
Oh yeah,
I
Carolyn, I emailed you.
Oh, okay.
Carolyn, I emailed you asking about, I think 5 or 6 of people I haven't been able to contact yet.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll get to it tomorrow.
And I did.
No
I
worries.
emailed Carolyn, but I don't want to I just feel bad because
Yeah, I'll get
wish
to it.
there
I
was
just
another
haven't
way.
I wasn't at the computer a lot today.
I wish I could just be
That's
like,
all right.
call me or text me.
I guess
This is my phone number.
Maybe make another sellers group, and where you can. Didn't they have where they could exchange?
Yeah, there is.
People's addresses.
Yeah.
There is.
I found a few people on Slack. There's a few that weren't on Slack.
Yeah, I
In
need
Slack, whatever you do with that.
And then I have to figure out the Gail thing. I don't know Gail explained it to me like 3 times. She's so sweet. And I am just
The
a
Gale
little
thing?
bit.
What's the Gale thing?
Yeah, the Gail thing, okay. So she paid for some napkins she paid for Lark's celebration doll.
Mhm.
And then she paid for napkins for me. And then she paid for something else. And then I don't know, I ask her for, how does that work? Do I ask
Well,
her
wait.
for
If
her?
Gail paid for something for someone else, yeah, then you bill Gail and you send it to the person.
Okay, so all I do is say, "Hey, Gail, what's your information?"
Right.
Okay. That's it. That's my only question. Okay, I think I got it.
Wasn't Gail here?
Yeah, she's here. She might be laying down, or she has an appointment coming up or something.
Oh yeah, I think she does.
She was here a little bit ago, wasn't she?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
she has an appointment.
Yeah, 5:30. It's almost. Well, it's like what, 3 o'clock for her.
3:44, yeah.
The afternoon.
Yeah, it's about
It makes
6 p.m.
my-
here.
This case is making my head hurt, just thinking about like what could have possibly happened. I really thought, they would have found her car like off the road or something, maybe. Had an accident.
Right. Usually they do find it, but
It could be. It could have been water. Like how much water is there?
Look, guys, look how creepy.
That's not creepy.
Yes,
Oh
it
wait,
is.
I didn't see that.
That would have scared me.
Where did you get that? Is that a new?
She's sitting on the back of the chair in the air.
Is that a new creepy thing?
No, that's the same one.
No, she's guarding the house.
Yeah, she's the same one.
I would stay away.
She's
She
like,
was
what are
there.
those? What are those dragon things that people have? What are they? They guard the gargoyles.
With one eye half open and one eye, yeah, that is kind of creepy. The way looking at you, oh yeah. My son used to be so terrified of his sister's baby dolls, and apparently she would leave them in the hallway sometimes. Because he was telling me like a couple weeks ago how terrified he was of his sister's dolls. And I had to go to the bathroom, and they'd be stalled in the hallway. And he said, I say to myself, if that thing opens its eyes, I'm going to kick it so hard.
My kids used to be scared of the Furby because when the batteries would die, they used to say, it has black eyes. It has black eyes. And they were so scared. I didn't get it. And it would randomly go off and they would scream. I would have to put it away.
My oldest grandson, Isaiah, was always terrified of dolls. He put like 2 huge bags of dolls in my closet once when he was like 10 because he was so scared.
Yeah, I never knew my son was scared of them until he told me, like he's 33, and he told me like how frightened he was as a kid when his sister would leave a doll in the hallway.
I was remember the Karen Black trilogy of terror. Remember, like way back.
I
remember they had like
her.
3
I don't
stories.
know if I saw those though. I remember what you're saying. I remember
It was
that
a
from the
doll.
video store.
Do you remember the doll that was like? It was walking. No, like she went to bed and she heard like the pitter patter, like not like remember the Seinfeld episode? It was like that, but it was.
Oh, was that the little wooden doll that came with the little knife to
yes, the resin doll.
Yes, and it was a little. They made it after a when they used to have the movies of the week on ABC and CBS, they made it into a little tiny little film after that, and I thought I was seeing things when I saw this. It was a little wooden doll and had a little knife, and it was stabbing at her legs and stabbing at her legs.
Oh yes,
and it was getting her
and
heel,
I
like
swear,
her
I
tendon.
thought I dreamt that until I was in like my sophomore year of high school, and this one English teacher goes like this: "We're gonna read this story," and it was that story, and I go, "Oh my gosh!" And she goes, "Did you see it when it was on TV?" I said, "Yeah, when I was like 8 years old." I said,
"Yes."
I couldn't believe it. Yes.
Do you remember the first one with the fruit? Remember the fruit? The guy was in. Okay, listen if this rings a bell. The guy was in his house, and he was. I don't know if he was hallucinating or he was having some kind of mental thing. He was on a diet, and he was so hungry. And then the food started talking to him. Do you remember that? Like the banana.
No. God.
Just anybody, it sounds like a horrible fever dream.
Oh my gosh, but I remember that. I was freaking out. I was freaking out in her classroom because it was a weird classroom. It was a different teacher. I don't know why we were there. And it was like in this, and I thought I was like, and I was like going, oh my gosh. Right? And she was like, really? I was like, I thought I dreamt that. There really is a short story that goes with that. I said, and they made it into a short film and they put it after this movie of the week. And I said, it was just, I can't believe it. I was like, and it had no rhyme or reason to go with the movie before it because it was one of those like tearjerker movies and why they would even have enough time. And they thought, oh, let's just throw this here. Like they would normally, like the whole thing didn't make any sense.
We should watch that one night.
Was there like a Twilight Zone or
yes, there was another Twilight Zone where the little robot people were going after her, and you were like, kill them, kill them, kill them. And you find out in the end they're the USA, and she's yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I remember one of my best friends, like that I've known the longest time, since we were 4 years old. We were watching that together, and we were like, kill, and a rerun it. Kill them, kill them. And then we're like, oh, it's the USA. Yeah.
It's crazy what comes back to you when you just think just randomly.
Because we were going crazy. We're like, hit it again with the broom. Hit it again with the broom.
I mean, I would be saying the same thing.
And we're like, that was us. That was us. She's the monster. We both look at each other like, because we're like 8. Oh my God. We were, we were traumatized by that. We were totally traumatized by that.
Oh, yeah.
That'll do it, won't it?
Because we were screaming like lunatics. Kill it!
I think there was a crypt or something like that had a ventriloquist dummy that was evil.
Oh, yes. That was the Twilight Zone, too. Yes.
And they creep me out to this day because of that.
And then there was Talking Tina.
Those are good, though. They stick with you.
My name is Talking Tina, and you better be
Talking Tina.
To me.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, Talking Tina's scary. She's very scary.
And I'm going to the fleet tonight. I'm just letting you know that.
What?
What, Sharon?
Stuff I don't like.
Oh, Sharon. Okay, we'll stop.
The monsters are going to come out of the closet now.
No, they're not. It's all pretend and made in the Hollywood studio.
You put them in there,
all pretend. It's
all pretend.
You don't like dolls?
My dad told me about Lassie every Sunday. We'd watch Lassie, and every Sunday I'd sit and cry.
We would too, Sharon.
You did too.
My sister. We would sit and cry.
Yeah. It's okay. It's Hollywood. The dog's okay. And
Everything's okay.
Everybody that I have talked to that's my age that watched that, they all said they sat there and cried. We all did.
Right, but didn't Lassie save everybody? He didn't die.
No, but they just, it was a tearjerker.
Lassie was in danger.
Yeah.
Why was Timmy always in the well?
I don't know.
What was he doing down there? Where was his supervision?
But you know what I didn't like? When they would always have those things and like the kids would raise a deer or something and then they'd have to let it go and the little thing didn't want to go and they used to always go like this, go on now, get out of here, go! And they used to yell at it and I used to say, that's terrible. That used to bother me so bad. And then they'd be like,
it is.
Well, they have to make him go because he won't leave. And I'm like, but that's terrible. He thinks now that kid hates him.
Yeah.
That traumatized me badly.
Bambi got me good.
Benny and I would be on the floor sitting in front of the TV and, little and watching Lassie. And I know at the end of the show, we were always looking at each other and crying. And Lassie would sit there with lifting her paw up. It was so cute.
Yes.
That's sad, though.
I think it's more traumatizing with when they would like raise the deer, like in the yearling or something. Wasn't it the yearling? And they're like, go on, get out now, go. And the deer's thinking like, thanks, you raised me in a bottle. I thought you were my friend, and now.
And the deer has tears in its eyes.
Yeah, it's horrible. I don't like that at all.
I don't like that kind of thing either.
Carolyn,
this was a weekly those things,
What, Scooter?
Lassie was a weekly.
I know. Yeah, but the Waltons did stuff like that too, where the kids had to take in an animal that was wounded, and then they have to let it go, and it doesn't want to go, and they're yelling at it and telling, "Go on, get out of here, get out of here, get." And it's like
there's something about Lassie. I swear, everybody that watched that as kids would always cry. Everybody I've ever do.
I watched the reruns and I cried a few times, definitely. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they
know. Maybe that's why everyone's just.
I don't like a lot of animal movies, and when I had to read this book with Luke for school, it was A Dog's Life. Oh my gosh, I cried.
Oh, I don't
want to
know.
And I told him, I don't want to read this anymore. I said, this is horrible. I can't stand it.
You know, a book made me cry. The Little Prince. Like, I still can't read it.
Aww.
I can't read it because I know what it's about. I know what the backstory is, and I don't like it.
What is it about?
His friend died or something, and his son died or something.
Are you thinking of the boy in the pajamas?
No,
We're talking about
the writer was
pilot.
that.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was a pilot, and
Yeah.
the Little Prince was about like death, and like when you know that and you read it as an adult, it's very difficult.
Oh, I know what I wanted to ask Carol Lucy about because she's in Ireland. What is Angela's Ashes about?
Oh, I know what it's about.
No, you don't
That's
want
the Holocaust.
No,
No.
Angela's Ashes is written by a man named Frank McCourt, and it is the story of his life and his family's life. His mother is Angela.
Very tough life.
You know, he talks about it being like, you know, the typical miserable Irish Catholic childhood.
Oh, okay.
They were quite impoverished,
Starving.
and you know, the father that, you know, would drink his paycheck before he even got home from the factory job, and you know, the kids would have to like go up there and try to get him home before he didn't have any money left, and they were like super impoverished, had to pick coal up off the street, you know, just to, you know, just like they were hungry all the time, and you know, she, you know, many children died, you know, in infancy, you know, in their family because they were, you know, cold and starving, and he immigrates to America, you know.
He came to America.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
the other tag, yeah, that's horrible.
You know, makes it and everything like that.
And came later.
Yes, it goes through a lot of that, but it's a really, really good book.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a good book. I've never seen the movie, actually.
I've never read it or seen the movie. I know I've seen it advertised, you know.
I think I read it in the 90s, the late 90s, maybe. Yeah.
I read it a long time ago. Yeah.
2,100 kilometers from the west coast of the United States.
You'd like it.
The National Aeronautics and Space Administration of the United States.
What is that?
I think some UFOs are landing here.
Oh, I remember something from the book where he said he and his little brother were so hungry that when they go to mass, you know, the priest would like scold him when he was giving them communion. He was like, you know, stop your clucking, you know, because, you know, he said they were so hungry that he thought they made the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Toast. They were so hungry that he looked forward to the communion wafer.
The west coast is predicted to be struck by a mega tsunami.
Scooter, a mega tsunami? Are you kidding? Is that true, Scooter?
A mega comet is coming?
No, a mega tsunami.
Parts of the United
Scooter, is that true? Come on. What is that?
It's Scooter, of course.
I know it is, but is that real stuff or is she just
Yes,
making?
it is. It's happening right now.
She's making it
Scooter, come on.
Is this some kind of scanner you have in your house? What is that?
Scooter would be freaking out
Yeah,
if
she
that
would.
were
I know
real.
she would be.
And I would be too. I know it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be scary if we heard about something like when we were all sitting here and everybody starts freaking out?
It's like what happened with Orson Welles did that, you know, prank. Remember that?
Yeah, War of the Worlds. Yeah.
Scooter, what are you talking about?
Orson Welles.
Scooter.
Orson Welles, the writer.
No, but where is she getting that from?
Look at that prank with the
internet.
Yeah.
Right now, Carolyn.
And everybody freaked out.
Stop, Scooter.
I have trust issues with Scooter.
I have trust issues with her too.
Yeah.
I can look at her and see she's playing.
You play on the phone too much, Scooter.
Scooter, nobody believes you're like the boy who cried wolf.
You and your prankins.
Yeah. Nobody likes you anymore. You're making people like...
No, I can't joke about that. We love you. I can't. I can't.
I just bide my time.
It's true. We all love you.
Sometimes.
I love you guys too.
Very loved, and we love your jokes and your pranks, and you keep us smiling and laughing, and that's what's
Do
important.
you really love her pranks?
I do. I mean, I think she's funny and has a good time, and that's what matters, to be happy.
Every
And
time. That's the problem.
Carolyn,
And she loves me
remember?
because she knows I do.
What am I remembering?
Remember that one time a couple years ago I had you scared during the live I forget what it was, but it was something along this line, and you were freaking out. You were starting to get scared.
Really?
Yeah, remember?
No, I
was
vaguely
talking
remember something like that.
Yeah, I was talking about there were tanks coming down the street.
Yes, yes, yes. And she's like, "What are you talking about?" And the subject changed, and Carolyn kept saying, "What are you, Scooter? What was that?" And you remember that?
Oh my God.
That would be horrible, though, if that was all really happening.
This is true.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It would be.
I must really trust you if you could get her starting to get scared, because I'm more skeptical. I'm like, BS. Prove it. She must really trust you. You can really pull the wool over her eyes.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, Alicia.
What about Alicia?
She says Scooter is the pilot of the Ramblers jet. She sounds like it. I guess with that sound effect.
I guess so.
Oh, you still got your cricket.
Yeah. Oh,
Where are your crickets? They're really in the house with you?
It sure sounds like it, doesn't it? We have all the windows open now.
Yeah.
Oh,
My window's open too, and you can hear crickets over here too.
yeah.
I love to fall asleep here.
Remember that time? Didn't Shelley sleep outside?
She only did for a
One
little while.
time.
She came in.
Oh, I don't know how she
Outside.
did that. I really don't.
Yeah, she got scared.
Well,
Said
you
she
kept waking her up. Remember, you went. Or did it go over there? And you were talking to her, and she was like, "Get out of here!"
But you have a nice porch you slept on or something, like a screened-in porch?
No, she was like out in the open. I don't know
yard.
how she did that, Scooter. That is crazy.
Why did she do that?
She came in before daylight, and she said she started getting freaked out, thinking of like an animal coming up.
Yeah, like a bear. How you doing?
Yeah.
She was looking at the stars. She was like to look at.
No,
the
she was
stars.
all asleep under the cover and everything. Like, come on, you can't sleep out there.
Yeah,
I've always wanted a sleeping porch ever since I read about them. Back in the old days in the South, they would have like it was like a balcony, but they'd screen it in, and it was a sleeping porch because it was so hot in those old houses, in the summertime. And I don't know if you've ever been out like on those really nice nights, and it was so beautiful out there to feel so good. And you're like, oh, I just wish they had a bed out here. Sleeping porches, you have a nice ceiling fan above you, and I was like, wow, that must be the best sleep you ever get. With
I bet.
breeze and always.
That's what we slept on the vacation was the sleeping porch, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would have
Yeah,
loved the
really,
sleeping porch.
Wouldn't it be amazing if you could, have the ocean breeze coming in there when you're sleeping and everything? Wow.
Well, we had 21 windows, and
Yeah, well,
Oh, you had the windows
we
open?
slept in a
Oh,
meat
nice.
locker because it had to be so cold and was not allowed to have any windows open.
You should have gone on the porch.
What do you mean you weren't allowed to have any windows open?
Well, it was not allowed to have any because it had to be like a meat locker.
It was a meat locker.
Oh,
I
it
mean,
was.
I
I
went
don't
to
like
bed
that, and I'm not
sleep
doing
with
that again, and I'm not going to overlook that. My
I thought
roommate
you
this
guys were-
time is going, I'm sorry, it's
I
no meat
overlooked
locker.
it.
I'm not sleeping in
I
a
like
meat
the window
locker.
with the windows open.
I
and
don't like
stuff.
sleeping
The
in a meat
craziest
locker, and I'm
thing, I
gonna
could go
stake
and put
my
that
claim this
thing on
time. No meat lockers.
69, 70, and it would just go back on 62. And I kept
I thought
thinking,
you guys
who
were
is doing
exaggerating.
this?
I really thought you guys were exaggerating.
No, it was so freaking cold. It was
It was freezing.
it was ridiculous.
Linda was like, it was like 60 degrees or 50
I
degrees in
was
there. Are
wearing
you
like
kidding me?
thick sweatshirts to bed. I mean, it was so freaking cold.
Yeah.
Why
I
was it that cold in there?
Because
somebody
it's
kept
cold.
playing with the AC.
Oh, people messing. Yeah.
I turned it up. Remember,
I have
even
to
made a
admit,
fire. Carolyn, I made a fire for you guys, remember?
Yes, she made a fire.
Oh.
Yeah, because I was
Oh, yes, she did.
freezing. was
I like it like
ridiculous.
68 in the
Real
summer,
logs,
but
right, Scooter?
that's not too bad.
Yeah.
And you know what? A lot of the people that wanted the AC are the people that weren't on the beach. So when you're not on the beach and you're not in the water, you don't get chilly at night. So then you're like, oh, turn up the AC. And we're like, no, turn it down. No, turn it up. No, turn it down. But it was so cold.
That's miserable. You know, cold. You just can't sleep good because you're freezing. You're shivering all night.
No,
Right.
like wearing like
They have a lot of
layers.
blankets there.
Yeah, I mean, like, I can't imagine that. I don't know.
I don't like it that cold.
That's too cold.
It's way too cold.
Yeah, you go to the beach and you wind up wearing a flannel nightgown.
62? 62. I mean, I put it on 68 sometimes in the summer when it's really hot,
It
but
was colder
62?
than that.
I keep mine on 70 something, like usually around
And they
72.
crank it at night. That's what they were doing. Like, it was like, my gosh, what's with you people? Are you sweating in your bed like this? Like, it's not hot.
Yeah.
Shelley has her house in the winter. Shelley has her house at like 52.
No.
I'm not.
Maybe they have night sweats or something. I don't know. I was
Close to
freezing.
Michigan.
I do, but I don't need it that cold. No way.
No.
Well, I know where the other thermostat is now. So
You do?
Battle of the thermostats.
two of them.
There's two of them?
Yes. There were two thermostats.
I never touched one, but I should have.
Well, we
I
tried.
did turn it up. I turned it up.
I
'cause
turned
you guys
it up.
were all cold.
Yeah, Linda and I were out there trying to turn it up one night. And then
I should
I
have.
just
I should
stubborn.
have, but I'm just too agreeable.
Was somebody out there with a
You're
chair?
too nice.
Sitting next to it?
yes.
Huh?
I couldn't touch the AC in the hotel rooms either. I was not allowed.
Oh.
I could never go on a vacation like that because I don't know. I'm kind of a restless sleeper, and I think my roommate would want to kill me because I toss and turn and take the blankets on for the blankets.
I did.
West, you know. So I'll be like, blankets off, blankets on, blankets off, blankets on. You have to get up. and
Right.
get back.
One
Blankets
leg
off.
out, leg back in,
Yes.
leg out, leg in.
So maybe like I'm gonna murder her.
But we usually have the air on 24/7, but it was so nice yesterday and today without, the humidity is gone, is real low. So it feels so much better,
People were putting
people
were putting the heat on the other night in this area.
Yeah, I almost did one night.
Yeah, I'm telling you, doesn't get very hot here. And they keep saying like, oh, it's gonna yesterday was really cold. Like yesterday, no, not yesterday. Wait, yesterday was it? Yes, today was but it's still there's a chill. It's not like that hot. They're saying like 90 or something, but that's in the city. I doubt it'll be like that here. It's already very chilly.
It's going to be about 90 tomorrow.
Yeah, 90 here too.
Paranormal crafter. I'm not really a big person like that. You're talking about spirit boxes and stuff or something? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not sure. I haven't been looking at the chat. Next trip, the Igloo Resort. Yeah, you should come the next time. You could have plenty of time to plan now, Alicia.
Yeah.
Alicia's gonna come, Scooter.
Okay.
At least at the Igloo Resort, you have a nice big fur to sleep under.
Oh no, is that going to be cold in an igloo resort? I would imagine,
I
right?
think it is.
Do you want to share your room with me, Alicia?
On one of those travel channels, and they had these big cozy furs to sleep under.
Yeah, Alicia can share with you. I'm staying out on the porch with the guys. I was happy.
Okay.
It worked out very well.
I mean, I'll go in the basement. Is there a basement?
No.
Well, no.
Just throw me somewhere by myself, like in the attic. I'll figure it out.
There's no attic.
There's no attic, no basement.
A little closet?
No.
Oh boy. A hallway in the corner.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Not really. That you could sleep on where the washer and dryer are, but you'd have to be very
No.
Okay. I'm okay with that. I have my little mattress, my thing.
Well, that would never fit there.
I could put it on anywhere, on a hard surface, on the ground. I'd be fine. I'd sleep just fine.
This is why you came home from camping. Your back hurt.
Yeah, wait, yeah, it did, didn't it?
Well, I'm gonna go, guys. I'll be listening, okay?
Okay, honey.
Scooter.
Yeah,
Have
Good
fun,
night,
Scooter.
Scooter.
Good night, Scooter.
Good night, Scooter.
Nighty night.
Night. Good night, good night. Sweet dreams.
Love you.
She left.
She said goodbye. Love you to everyone.
No, she
Gonna
didn't say
need
love you
some
to
of those
anybody.
tomatoes.
Yeah, it's exactly what she's doing.
Yeah.
Look at the BLT.
That sounds good.
I
It does,
keep
doesn't it?
thinking she was really
Sandwich.
eating though on there.
I make sandwiches just with tomato.
Oh, my grandmother did too.
Tomato
Tomato, a
sandwiches are
little bit of
good.
mayo, salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper, yep.
My gram did too, and I love that. I love tomatoes from the garden. I
Or
don't have
tomato
any anymore,
sauce.
sadly.
I like it on toast.
Slice the onion, wafer thin.
That's a shame, Nicole. You just showed us the garden.
I know, but
Yeah, I
they're
don't know how
withering.
they-
They're gone. Well, that garden's doing good in the back there, but
Well,
the ones in the front, the tomatoes,
well, you'll remember next year around this time you got to cover them up.
Yeah.
cover them up,
Little newspaper tents or something.
wrapped in plastic. It's
Yeah,
fantastic.
newspaper.
We always talk
Even
about
sheets.
this.
Even a sheet, yeah.
I should have
sheet.
known.
An old sheet will work. But you didn't have a frost.
It's freezing. I think it's too
No,
cold
I
for
don't
'em.
think it was that. I think it was probably the heat or something, a drought. I really,
Maybe the drought. We
Drought,
water 'em
huh?
like 3 times a day.
maybe too much water.
Maybe you drowned them. Yeah.
I don't know.
She says they're withering though.
Yeah,
They're
but
withering. Yeah, they
that
withered.
can be
They
too
got-
much
they got-
water too.
Did they
Well,
yellow?
no, they yellowed. They all
Too much
yellowed.
water, the yellow.
Too much
Much water.
water.
The Carolyn?
I think. I mean, it sounds like too much water. I had someone's that got too much water and
Yeah, but they
Every
got
time-
crispy.
Every time I drowned it.
Then they get
they didn't
yellow.
get
It
enough.
yellowed and then it withered.
Yellow.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they were like
They're
crispy.
crispy. Then it sounds like they didn't get enough water.
Oh my goodness, we watered them all the time.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe it just needs like we need an irrigation system or something.
I don't know.
Mm,
I don't know, boy. This thing is, it's a science, right? It's like some people are
Shouldn't be.
so good at it.
maybe they got too much sun.
I don't know. It just really wasn't a good year for tomatoes. I don't think.
Yeah,
It's
but we
not
have
for
a
us.
melon in there, and the chives are all right, and the green beans are all right. It's just
Oh,
the
that's good.
tomatoes.
Okay.
The green beans are cold snapped, so they would be all right.
Oh well,
That's
that's
good.
good.
Even the tomatoes will survive a frost if you cover them.
Yeah, I probably should have.
But
Well,
you
it wasn't
didn't
a
have
frost. We didn't have one.
You
Yeah.
haven't had a frost.
I don't know. I need like I wonder if there's an app that's like to help a plant.
Yeah, there is. I believe there is.
There's an app for that.
There's an app for that. Okay. There's an app for that. All right. I need to do that then.
And there is water behind your house.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna call up.
Anyway.
Here. Yeah. Anyway. So, hey there, guys. Okay. Thank you. We'll see. We'll keep following the case and see what's going on. But thanks for you that came and watched. And too much water. You drowned them, Kevin said. All right, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. God bless. Prayers for all. Thanks for watching.
Peace, love, and light to all.
Bye, everybody.
And rock and roll.
Good night, everybody.